Majokko Meimi. Meow. Oh, wait. 1 second. Chat's broken. Hello, Meimi-mu-me-mo. Meimi-mu-me-mo. There you go. Hello, guys. I am production kawaii Ephemira's little friend selling rich Majokko Meimi desu. Meimi-mu-me-mo. Time to start the show. Hello, hello. How's everyone? Also, wasting time. Welcome, welcome to the orbicals. Welcome, welcome. I was scrambling a little bit behind the scenes to set up stuff. I forgot. I have my gloves on. Just a sec. Today I have a couple other decks I wanted to show you guys. They're not different oracle decks though. They're like just cute. But did you guys have a good solar eclipse day? Did you guys have a good time today? You see, solar eclipses, right? Solar eclipses can either be really good or really bad. And no one can ever tell. I looked at the sun, now my eyes hurt. Okay, it's fine. Honestly, you get that effect from looking at anime girls anyway. Haven't gone blind yet, have you? I couldn't see where it was. Well, where I was. Oh, I heard a lot of people had clouds. There was like a lot of rain and other stuff. Depends. It wasn't like a full one near me anyway. Eclipse didn't reach here, but overall good day. Really? I was within the past. Oh, you got the full eclipse? Oh my god, what? What the? Alrighty, hang on. Let me switch over. Majokko Meimi. Hi. Hello. My gloves are a little scrunkly as always, but hi. Double piece. Meimi beam. This is my Meimi-mu-me-mo. Welcome. I had to set this up again. Hopefully this is like a good angle. It is a good mat. You can look at it a little bit more. All the zodiacs and stuff. Apparently, like at the full eclipse, which I only got to see. I got to see on NASA's stream, NASA's Twitch stream, which is like insane. There's like 800 or so thousand people who are watching NASA stream. I'm like, man, NASA, could you please rate us? Please, a crumb of your popularity. But it was really cool. It was like the places where they were watching the full eclipse, right? It was like, okay, this is right? And then makes it globe. Globe. And then like that, right? It looked super cool on their cameras. Like I used the little dinky little glasses that you're supposed to use. Maybe Mama like dropped one off for me so I could at least see it a little bit. But maybe Mama and Papa, they like went off, okay? They went off and enjoyed their life and like went to go see the actual one, I think. Maybe Papa, he has a photography hobby. So he might have actually taken a good photo of the eclipse, but I don't know yet because he hasn't like sent me anything. But they dropped off some glasses so I could at least see it today. So I looked up and I tried my best, but it's not like it got really dark. The NASA one was so cool. That moment, there's like a few seconds where it was completely dark. You could actually see the like animals freak out. The bats are coming out and stuff like that. You could hear mosquitoes coming out and stuff. And then like you could see the rings and then you could see the stars behind it, right? You could see like The planets. Look and see Jupiter. Does the horoscope playmat have an eclipse? It doesn't have anything other than a couple. There's a couple constellations and stuff. I would not be able to tell you what all these constellations were. I can only name a couple of them. I don't really have a good setup to actually look at stars either. Let's pitch blast for 3 minutes for me. Oh, you did see bats. That's so cool. The total solar eclipse is cool to watch now, but super cool to see and experience what happens around during one. Right? I only want to see what like the atmosphere is like. I wonder if it's like super different in person. And then like, did I morph? Yeah, I flew off into the sun. That's the closest time you can get to the sun. You know, you got a couple seconds of free fly time. But then if you're not fast enough and you don't get back in time, then you're stuck in the other dimension. And then you're never gonna come back from that other time, that time period that you slipped into. Oh wait, I do have the other VGM. Whoopsie daisy. I do indeed. Okay, which one do you guys want? Do you like the silly one or the sleepy one? I feel like my normal mood is the silly one, but the sleepy one's just like calming. It gets cold. Yeah, I heard it was like the temperature drops a lot. Oh, Rose, thank you. Went to the park for southeast? Question mark? Is that what you're saying? Clouds were lit up while dark. It was not super bad where I was, so I still got to see it through the through those silly little paper thin glasses. I've never looked up through those glasses before, so you know you can see basically you can see absolutely nothing through those glasses except like a tiny sliver of light. Like imagine you're looking through like opaque blackness, and then you gotta look around a bit, and then you see one shining little like orange light, and like that's the sun. That's it. That's the experience. And I did take a picture through my phone, but it's just like really bad quality. Oh, solar eclipse is SE. Okay. Yeah, there was a lot of people standing around waiting, and there was a couple people that were like, "Hey, I didn't get glasses in time. Can I borrow yours?" So I did. I let them see it. I think they felt bad. Apparently it was really hard to get these glasses too. They like didn't ship unless you bought them like months and months in advance or something. One of the interesting things to watch were the shadows. Ooh, that's true. It was really slow near us, so I didn't really notice much of a difference other than it was kind of dark and then it was kind of not dark anymore. But you know, like just a little bit of light coming from the sun is like so strong, so it wasn't like it didn't get anywhere near full coverage kind of eclipse. Yeah, you can wait another 20 years, or you can go to Europe. They got a couple good viewing spots in Europe sooner, and then or Tokyo, I believe. And then I don't know, you can record. Oh, you can record. Oh, that's very delayed. Why is the alerts always so delayed? But I guess you can record it. But even when I was taking a picture, it was like you could see barely anything anyway. And even if you recorded it, it's like nothing unless you had the full eclipse, right? Because it was just a sliver of light was enough. But Iceland and Spain in 2 years. Ooh, okay. So in 2 years, any Icelandic or Spain people, any people who are planning on traveling, let us know. Our hand shadows turned into claws, yeah. And then our back started hunching, and our clothes ripped off, and our teeth grew longer, and we started howling for some reason at the moon. Yeah, you got a super werewolf transformation during the eclipse, right? What'd you guys do with your 5 seconds of super werewolf? Did you go Among Us? Did you go werewolf? Did you start eating the townspeople? The mayor can't stop you then. I was in direct course for the full moon coverage of the solar eclipse. Ina. You must have been like, my people are calling me. True. Maybe she was howling. Her eyes went red, and she started howling inexplicably for a minute straight. And then her fur came back to normal, and she was like, what was I doing? Oh well. Concerning. But I'm sure she's a responsible werewolf. Well, in ancient times, since like ancient Greece, right? Solar eclipses were considered like the end of times, right? Imagine not understanding that the sun and the moon cross every now and then like the sun just gets black one night, like one day just like it was night. And yeah. People in ancient Greece thought that it literally meant the gods were angry with them, and they literally did something that like warranted punishment so that the sun would no longer shine upon them anymore. In fact, it's like the word eclipse comes from the Greek word eclipsis, which means being abandoned. So we were so bad as a society that we were abandoned by the gods. And I feel like in most other tales, it's just like the Viking one, right? The sun god is being chased by the wolf, and whenever he catches him, that's when the solar eclipse happens. People are like scared. And also superstitions that like, oh my god, something bad happened during the solar eclipse. That means that was the omen. Someone died, some kings died. That was the omen. They were wicked kings. I mean, I don't know what it has to tell us. That's why I'm curious. Did anything super good happen? Did anything super bad happen? Any famous people die? Anyone you know die recently? Got called to heaven or hell or Valhalla? I'm curious. Total Eclipse of the Heart. I saw... Did you see there's a meme being shared around that like the person who sang Total Eclipse of the Heart would make like $1 million on like streaming revenue alone today? And streaming revenue around like this time today. Total Eclipse of the Heart. It's a good song, I guess. Oh, thank you for cute gloves. These are my Meimi-mu-me-mo themed gloves. So I wanted to kind of do like a little fortune telling about the eclipse first. Let's see if it's any good. But first I wanted to show you what other decks that I haven't shown you yet. Here's one of them. It's called the Bumbleberry Hollows Tarot Deck. And it comes with like the super cute individually made velvet baggie. And this is like an individual artist made one. This is literally like some artists I follow. They just like decided to draw their own deck. Look how cute it is. So this one's woodland creature themed, and it makes everything super duper cute. It's kind of oh, hang on. Let me see if I can turn on my light and make it a little bit better for you guys. But like, maybe not that bright. Is that? I don't think it helps too much with the I don't know if it helps too much with the focusing here, but this is a super cute and high quality little deck. It's by Faith Varvara. So Bumbleberry Hollows Tarot deck by Faith Varvara. And I couldn't resist because it was cute animals. So yeah, this is a lamb, but there's different animals inside. As you can see, it's really nice quality. It's once again, it's one of those like decks that are like magnetized shut. Okay. Oh, too well. See, right here, it's like magnet snapping, open and close. It's got a little box that fits it perfectly. And dump them out here. So we've got a little handbook. And look at this. This is supposed to be moon phases, but just pretend. Just pretend. Just pretend it's Eclipse themed. Isn't it cute? It's a very nice, subtle, like blue to light violet purple gradient. Nami! Nami, hello! Hello, welcome, Hero G's. Welcome. How did you guys enjoy your Eclipse day today, guys? Here, you guys get a heart too. Welcome. How was Kingdom Hearts? How was your heart? How was the total eclipse of your heart today? How are the spirits today? That's what we want to ask. I'm showing off this deck, which is, look how cute it is. It's called the Bumbleberry Hollows Tarot deck. And this is the card backing. And there's a bunch of really cute, like, woodland creatures. But for those of you who don't know me, I am Production Kawaii, latest gen Ephemira's little fortune-telling witch, Meimi-mu-me-mo. It's time to start the show. And I want to share with you guys today more of my cute decks so that we can do some fortune-telling and see what the solar eclipse today meant for humanity. And maybe which kind too. I don't know. Which kind is kind of like, we're kind of above things like solar eclipse. You know, we've lived through a couple. Just a couple. At 121 years old, I've lived through just a couple. But you guys are gonna have to wait much longer to see the next one. Did any of you guys, like, see the full eclipse? Or go out and safely peer into the sun? Yeah, they're so cute. Maybe I can find the cutest ones for you guys first. So those of you who don't know, there's a couple different ways to tell in cardomancy. Cardomancy is what it is called when you use cards to like do fortune telling and stuff like that. I don't take the fortune telling like super seriously or anything. It's mostly for good fun, but we like to ask the cards like what the cards think. Usually the cards sass me. Not gonna lie, usually they're very sassy. So here's a bunny. That's the High Priestess. We've got Knight of Cups is a kitty cat. Look at that kitty cat. If you can see the kitty cat. Death is a frog on a skull though, so it's cute. It's totally cute and definitely not unnerving, right? You don't mind drawing this card, right? Only partial, I'll catch the next one. Oh. We've got like kitchen knives. So kitchen knives are the different sword suit cards. Oh my god, wait, hang on. Why is this lighting so bad? Is that better? Can you see it? This one's very Lethe themed. So instead of swords, they use knives in this deck. We've got... Oh! Look at this! Look at this bear! He's the Emperor. He's the Emperor. There's actually a card called the Sun. If I can find it for you guys. He's the Emperor bear. So I think all the queens are possibly bunnies. Got another bunny here. Queen of Swords. See, she's cutting into the cake. Cutting into the cake with a knife. And then Do the decks have different personalities? They do. They so do. This one's pretty cute, so it doesn't sass me quite as much. I've got like this one over here, which is like a slightly different take on the traditional one. It's a goddess tarot, so instead of cards like the Emperor, it will have a different goddess from different mythologies. So for example, it could have like Lakshmi, it can have like Freya, the Norse goddess. It can have it has a Japanese goddess in there. It's got some like different types of Native American ones too. Got some African ones, like all over. And I've got this one as well. This one is really pretty. This one is my favorite right now. But I've been using it for the past few weeks. This one is my D&D Fantasy Oracle. And then here's my Rose Oracle. The difference between a tarot deck and an oracle deck is that these tarot decks are usually what you guys think of when you think of tarot reading, because they're like the standard major arcana, minor arcana suites, right? Like they've got the Fool, starting from the Fool, going like through the Wheel of Fortune, the Death, the whatever cards, and then they've got like the Pentacles. These are pies and other cute treats. They've got the Wands, so these are like I guess branches. Branches in this case. Hang on, maybe the lighting is a bad idea. Should I lower it? Lower it? I don't think it changes much. We've got cups. They are different types of cups. Glassware usually, I guess. Got a little bit of wine cups in this one. Oh, here's the devil! Look how cute he is! Look at him. You would let this devil in your life, wouldn't you? If this devil was the devil on your shoulder telling you to reinstall League, would you let him? Would you let him get his way? Cute! Deku branches? Oh, yo, actually, a little bit. Hide an Uno reverse card. Wait, that's so funny. Let me see if I got a couple more adorable ones. Oh, this one's the world. It's a little literal. It's a little a little lacking in terms of animals, but that's okay. It's actually pretty hard to pick these cards up with my hands. Oh, look how cute these are. These are like apple cut tarts. They're still like pies, I guess. But the pentacle style. They're like the apple tarts where you put the slices in and they turn into roses. Isn't that cute? So cute. Zawaru though. I'm sure there's the lamb. There is the lamb on this cover. So there's a couple lambs in here if I look through. But the difference is this one is like more for traditional readings that people want to use if they have a question. If you have a question, if you need some sort of guidance or advice in your life, you use the Rider White deck. It's pretty straightforward, but it's pretty hard to read. That is why they always give you like that guide. And most people who are not into tarot and stuff, right? They don't have like, what does the Three of Pentacles mean, right? It's pretty hard to tell. It's also like hard to tell based on these drawings. That is quite the problem with having a cuter quote-unquote tarot deck. The traditional artwork in the like Rider White deck that's most commonly used, like it usually depicts somebody struggling or somebody fighting or somebody happy, and that gives you a clue on what it means. Like this, what do you think this means? It means this little Shiba is cutting some strawberries. That's what it means, right? This is the Page of Swords. But like swords as a suit is actually kind of like well, if you think swords, you think violent, right? It's a little violent. It usually means you have to cut something off in order to let something else grow. For example, if you are stuck at a crossroads, it usually means you have to take some painful action in order to move on. Sometimes it means like you feel trapped by all the swords around you. Sometimes it feels like you're in the middle of a battlefield, stuff like that. But this one's just so cute. Just so cute. You can't feel bad. Oh yeah, patterns of goat entrails. We don't really do that anymore. Oh, look at this one. Here's another kitty. This one's Knight of Wands. He's doing a little sailboat. And then tomorrow I'll be eating strawberries. That's what it means. Yeah, totally, absolutely. That's what it means. So basically, if I have a direct question to ask it, I will usually use this kind of deck because it gives me advice. It gives me some pretty solid advice. It's a little vague sometimes. Yeah, this one's Temperance. It might be a little vague in its terms, but if you like read deeply into it, it usually gives you like a good answer overview. But usually for the day-to-day, I don't use the Rider-Waite. And so what I use is called Oracle cards. And let me pull out an Oracle card and show you the difference. Oracle cards. So first of all, they don't go through they don't go through like 1 to page, like 1 to 10 page, queen, king, whatever. So they look like this. You see, even though this is a pretty like solid card, this is like by no means small. It's still much smaller than Oracle cards. Oracle cards are usually printed to be big. They usually are like kind of like an art collection sort of card. They're bigger, and then it's usually themed around what the like creator, the artist or cartomancer like wanted to theme it off. So this one's themed after roses, so it'll be like a rose type, the sensualist. Is that what it says? Yeah, the sensualist. Or like I'll pull another card out and it'll be like, I cannot read upside down, the gambler. So if I say something like the gambler, that makes a lot more sense than if I were to say the Queen of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to connect to Oracle cards. It's easier to apply them to your life and situation without like having any in-depth knowledge of cards and reading and stuff like that. If I pulled out the gambler, I'm hearing a little bit of a call out. I'm hearing like, watch my gotcha chances. Think about my 50-50s. Do I want to take risks or not, right? If I pull this out, I need to like look at my little deck. Well, I kind of know what Queen of Pentacles is because I read it a lot, obviously. But like, what do you guys think? It's a cute little bunny. It's a little bunny. She's baking. What'd that do? You do get a clue if it's a queen. If it's a queen, you think, okay, queens are what? Queens are motherly, maybe, or queens are like they have power. They lead by example. They're matronly, right? Perhaps they're someone who inspires. Perhaps they have very like strong feminine charms, etc., etc. Queen of Pentacles, by the way, it means like the pentacle suit as a whole is very literal. It's about like money. It's about the fruit of your efforts. It's about actual labor you put in and reaping the rewards of it. So someone who is the Queen of Pentacles is kind of like a queen who is really good at taking her skills and like turning them into like results, essentially. You know, not just someone who has like a good position or has power, but someone who is able to like turn a profit, like make their business run well. So again, Pentacles is pretty literal, but like if I were to say something like 3, again, this one, 3 of Pentacles, you get 3 very cute rose colored hearts. Pretty hard to tell what that means, right? So that's why Oracle cards are a little bit easier to read if you're just doing everyday things. I'm gonna do both. I think it would be fun if I used this deck to ask it some questions about, I guess, just like a situation on what the solar eclipse means for us. And it's fine if it's bad or good. We're not gonna take it too seriously. We're gonna take the advice it gives and how we can apply it to make our life a little bit better or not. And then we're gonna do the normal week. You guys can pick if you want to see me use the rose one for once. Or the other one that I usually use, which is the Citadel one. By the way, these cards are so pretty though. If you see like the edges. Edges are red and foily. Isn't that cute? Oh, another thing is some oracle cards, I guess it depends on the writer. It can either be in reverse or not. So the rose ones can't be in reverse. There's no like opposite or negative meaning to them. But on the other hand, my Citadel ones keeps giving me reverse cards. That one keeps being a Debbie Downer. Sun was blocked by a cloud? Really? Oh, that sucks. Oh wait, I did also want to show you this other deck I have. I don't really use it much, but I just think it's really cute and themed well. Da 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 da! Kawaii Tarot! 78 card deck of magic and cute. Ta-da! This one's like a whole book, actually. You open it like this. And the two decks are in here. Let me see if they have pictures in here so I don't have to take it out. Okay, yeah, you can't really see the pictures. So they'll have a couple like examples of spreads you can do. I'm gonna take a look at those actually. Here, let me show you these as well. They're very, very cute. Buddha? No, it's not Buddha. Is it? I think it's like a monkey. Am I making that up? Am I the Queen of Pentacles? If I had more money, maybe. I don't know. I don't know that I can say that. I'm not rich. I know. Event that happens once in many years versus one cloudy boy. Oh my god. This is so hard to open with gloves on. Yeah. Yeah. It's not a Buddha. I don't think it is. Is it? Ta-da! Death! With devil! Yay! Even the skull's cute. The size of this deck is pretty small. It's really like minimalistic kawaii. It's very cute. Like 7 swords, right? This is what? The hangman is just like. What does this mean? What does this mean? YOLO? YOLO? With a halo? Okay, sir. The moon. East. And it's just like a popsicle, right? And then these are, I think these are wands. So they're lollipop wands? I think that's the gist of this one. And then swords, star. I kind of shuffled them so they're not in order or anything. There's a hermit. The hermit's just like a little lamp. He's burning by himself. Judgment. It's like a little bugle almost. A horn. Oh, isn't that cute? So the Kawaii Tarot is just like... It's just the same thing, except it's got these minimalistic things. These are cups, for example. More candy canes. Different types of mugs. I don't think I have any other... Oh, here's the one. Here's the chariot. So yeah, I don't have all of the major arcana in this half of the deck. It's just cute. So someone bought it for me once. For... for my readings. But I don't know. I'm just saying that we should make a kawaii tarot of our own, shouldn't we? It could happen. We have a lot of girls now. We could do like a reading. We could do a reading with 16 cards. Right? It would just be like a major arcana only kind of reading. I don't know. I would be like the witch. Yeah, if you pull the Meimi cards, you think that's a good or bad sign? I'm on Team Fancy cards. It does look like baby's first tarot card. It's like very, very cutesy, but also a little hard to read and understand. Again, when it's like that simple and minimalistic, you really need to like rely on this to tell you what's going on, right? Okay, let me look in here. Meimi's the magician? I guess I would be the magician, but there's a couple of different mages amongst us. Elements of hero. See, this is the week ahead spread that I usually use. Not that you really need to like... Not that you really need a spread to tell the week ahead. Obviously, you pull one card for each card. And then you have an optional like 8th card you can pull at the end to see if the week is gonna be like themed after anything. You know, if you pull death on that one, I don't know what to tell you. But the Celtic Cross is the one that's the most popular for like a full situation. It gives you like your obstacle, kind of like subconscious, what's in the front of your mind, or like what is something that you have to like reach towards, something that has happened in your recent past, something that's happening in the near future, and then stuff like advice, people or surroundings around you, your hopes and your dreams, and or your greatest fears, and then the overall outcome. That one most people use for a bigger situation. So I might do that actually. Ooh, this one has a 21 spread. That's a lot of cards. The Romani spread. Good for practicing interpreting tarot because there are many possibilities. Very open-ended. Okay, so let's do a Celtic Cross actually. Do I have enough space for one? I had to move some things to fit it, I think. Well, let me actually shuffle it so that we get some good reversals. Well, let me just make sure we don't actually cheat. Turn the upside down. You kind of have to shuffle like this because you need to get things in like a random reversed or upright kind of orders. The sword spread? I don't know if we need the sword spread though. The sword spread is situational. This one, the Celtic Cross, is like for most situations. Just an overview. So let's just ask the great cards. Please divine upon us what the solar eclipse is going to mean for all of us. Is it going to be a time of change in a good or bad way? Is it going to be a time of stagnation? Is it going to be a time where like new things and hidden facts are shown to us? Or is it going to be like, is it going to be hidden from us, you know? Is it a light or dark side? About how I shuffle since I never learned. To be honest, this is not ideal, but sometimes I do like the split into 5 kind of thing. And just go like... But I do need it, like, at the very least, randomized somewhat so I can... I can gather it up later. Giga shuffle, This is Handcam, hello. Okay. Let's shuffle that in somehow. Then I'll explain the positions everything is and means. But I'm also thinking of doing like a Morrow stream tarot reading again. But this time I'll stay on topic this time. I'll try and get to everyone this time. So next Morrow stream I will release the topic and we can have Morrow submissions if you want to get a reading and advice. I'll do my best. We'll see how many I get first to see like how many I can get through. But What do you mean, sure I will? I will stay on topic. It might still be really long if there's a lot of people. Let me see. Upside down usually does mean the opposite. Unless there's some cards where, like, for example, the sun. The sun's just such a good card that even though it's upside down, it does not mean a negative thing. It just means, like, the same thing but less good. or in a slightly different way, you know? Okay. And then maybe I will just split it on my own like this. Am I Jewish? No. I am, I don't have any religion. I'm a pagan witch, actually. I go riding off into the sun with my witchy coven. And the only thing I practice is the witchcraft and witchery. And tricks. So if you guys would like to give up your souls for a little experimentation every now and then, I extend the invite. Join members. We definitely don't do any ritual sacrifice there, right, boys? None of that happened yesterday, right? Sick broom tricks. Odin watches all witches. I blacked out last time, lost a kidney. Oh yeah, that's just what happens. That's what happens when you play around with a bullet magic, you know? Okay. Do this way. Wouldn't be my first rodeo. Oh man. Oh, what have you sacrificed? Does that mean you've already used your blood in a sacrifice? That means you no longer have virgin blood then. That's like that's no good. I can't use it. Okay. Here you go. Mostly shuffled, hopefully. If not, I mean, oh well, that's just the week, right? And so basically what you do with tarot is you cut the deck, you use your non-dominant hand, so that's my left hand. Because your dominant hand is like more connected to like your day-to-day tasks, your physical, your manual labor and stuff, and your left hand or your non-dominant hand that you don't use is more connected to like what you are spiritually feeling, I guess. So just cut the deck randomly, put it on top, and then you put it aside, and then make sure you draw like properly. So when you draw from the deck, you can't just like flip it over, because then it's not the reversed meaning anymore. Cut the deck. Gets a knife. What if you're ambidextrous? You make both of your hands like arm wrestle, and then the winner is your dominant hand. Obviously, there can only be one. So from here you do. Oh, we did get it. We got it. We got the lamb. Okay, so I'll show you guys the card first. It's a star. The star is actually one of my favorite cards. So what do you think of when you think of star, right? Usually you think of like a lot of popular sayings, right? Like wish upon a star or shoot for the stars or stuff. So stars in the sky, there's many of them. Just like there are many hopes and dreams. They have to do with wishes. So if you could think about the sun in terms of like the sun is the ultimate good. It's like full of life-giving energy, and the moon is like ever-changing and deceptive. The stars are the in-between. They're the human emotions that are scattered in between. They're usually the wishes. It's very eclipse themed, isn't it? Maybe we'll get the moon or the sun. That would be fun. It's not evil looking. It's a goat actually, I guess. Well, I mean, it could be a lamb with like horns, right? It could be like that. It's got a couple different sets of horns, granted, but it's still cute. He's got a little cape. It looks like he's pouring water. Okay, so using the here, let me show you the Celtic chorus again. Go in sheep clothing. No, the sun doesn't burn. It's fine as long as you wear your glasses, I guess. Here it is. So this is the position we're going for. This one here. And the very first card is right there, right in the middle. And that's because the first card represents you. That's right, you. Hand pointing emoji, you. So it usually refers to the current, which means like the person who was asking the cards at this time, the you. And yeah, you're the star. You're the star of the show. Makes sense, right? Should I put it in a way where you guys can actually see it? Here, let's try it like this. Like this. Okay, there you go. There's the star. And it usually means what you like. Either if it's like a good or bad card. Sometimes like the card is a little like vague. This one is more like, it has like a very direct meaning, so you don't have to worry so much. But sometimes when it's like vague, it could either mean like what your present mindset is, for example, what your position is in this situation. So the question we're asking is, overall, cards give us guidance on how this like is gonna go. We have initiated a new mage orb. Welcome, Burger King. Oh, can I get a medium combo number 5 with fries with that? Welcome to the mage orbs. Enjoy your emotes. You can use my jorb. Anyway, in this Celtic cross, right? The U usually refers to either your mindset or like your position. Maybe you have a difficult like rocky position in life right now. But this makes sense. We're asking it a sort of like a generic question. We're not like, we have a problem we need it fixed, right? If we had a problem we need to fix, it might be like, okay, this is like your worries right now or something like that. But this one is just like, we have a lot of hopes and dreams for the future, and we want to know if the solar eclipse is a sign of good times or bad times coming. So, next card we're going to draw is actually going to be the obstacle. The obstacle in our path for having a good time. So, make sure I draw only one card. Look. Oh, it's the hanged man. It's funny, if the hangman is upside down, he's like standing for you guys. Here it is. Hanged man. It's a little Shiba. It's the Shiba again, but he got caught in the forest trap. His leggy got stuck in a lure. There's just a little parakeet just watching him. You're not helping? Just letting him do that? The obstacle is actually placed like this. It's placed like directly on top of you. Because, you know, symbolically, it is the thing stopping you from getting what you want. Now the hangman is also major arcana. So these two, by the way, have a major arcana. Major arcana is always represented by like it's always represented by like some human or big drawing, you know. If it's like the world, for example, it's not like human, but it's like always drawn out as opposed to being like 5 swords, right? It's not like it's not just like 5 objects. Whenever major arcana appears in your reading, it means that something important is gonna happen. Something that you should need to take note of. Essentially, like a life-changing event, perhaps. So it means you need to pay attention. The parakeets at the trap. Maybe. Guys feeling like roast chicken tonight? He's our obstacle. No, maybe this is symbolizing the trap is your obstacle. The trap's your obstacle, and that's you. You're the hangman. So usually when you think of the hangman, what do you think of? Also, one of those cards where it looks like kind of like doom and gloom. It kind of is doom and gloom. Not gonna lie. It's not gonna be a good meaning. But the hangman is usually about sacrifice, but also about perspective. Right? Undertaker, no. I think that would be like death. That would be death. So when it was like this, right? He's upside down, right? And he's kind of in limbo. But like, for example, when he was like this for you guys, it looks completely different. So it usually means that you should actually kind of look at things with a shift in perspective and consciousness. It means that even though you probably feel vulnerable right now, you're not sure like how things are. You feel like you're in limbo. You feel like you're caught in this trap, perhaps. And you feel like you're bearing this sort of like weight of sacrifice for something. But it means that it's actually a positive sign so long as you shift your perspective and step into the unknown. So like, kind of maybe instead of struggling while you're there, just like hang there and see the same situation through a new perspective. Well, forced perspective, upside down perspective, but it is temporary. Remember that this state is temporary. You don't have to feel vulnerable. You want to kind of ask yourself, what's going to last, right? What is permanent? What can I learn from this while I'm in this position? Sometimes it's about feeling of like a feeling of finding peace in not being able to like take too much control. Sometimes it's kind of about not taking the world too seriously as well. It's kind of like, you know, the meaning of suspension. You are suspended, so you also have to suspend your like senses, suspend your sense of time, suspend your like reading of the world. And kind of like, instead of wallowing in the confusion of being in this kind of weird position, just like use this time to like clear your thoughts. To be honest, I don't get how fortune telling works, but I love your fortune telling and giving meaningful life and love advice. I only use it in terms of like trying to give people advice. So I try to read cards in a way where like people can actually, you know, like hear the different meanings and perhaps apply something to their life. Even when I like hear the meanings of cards like casually, even if I'm like not looking for a reading, even if it's just like, for example, I was just playing through some cards, sometimes it reminds me to like look at life in a different way. It's true, you might risk getting hanged, I guess, in this position, but think about it this way. You already stepped in the trap. You might as well make the most of it, right? It's fine. You can get yourself down. It's gonna be temporary. But while you're there, why not like enjoy it? Just kind of like laugh at yourself. Kind of be like, like I can't believe I got myself into this situation again. So this as the obstacle card is also pretty literal, right? Maybe something is tripping you up right now. Maybe something in your life is preventing you from kind of like getting to where you want. And now you're stuck waiting on certain events that are out of your control. Maybe your shipping is not tracking like my shipping lately. I don't know where it is. It's in the middle nowhere land position, you know? And you don't know if it's a yes, you don't know if it's a no. You're kind of seeing which way to go. So it's kind of like saying, while you're here, why don't you take some time to yourself, do some deep thinking, kind of like see, okay, it's not really that bad. It's not as bad as I make it out to be. It's not the end of everything. I do that every one day. I did not trick you guys. What the? I know, yeah. Professor, I merely suspended my sense of time. I'm not truly late to class. In the grand scheme of things, I'm only 15 minutes late to class. That's like, that is nothing in the lifespan of a tortoise that lives 1,000 years. That's nothing to an elephant. Yeah, you might be wondering how I got into this mess. Well, me when I start every single lore segment. Well, maybe if you have a philosophy professor. Okay, next card. Okay, so next card is actually going to be right here on the bottom, which the cards are a bit too big. I set the trap. No, maybe. I mean, if the trap is you guys having to spend time with me, that's a good trap. I don't know. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, these 7 yummy pies with pentacles on them. These are apparently strawberry pies. Strawberry pie, yeah. So you put them on the bottom. And there's like, there's a couple different meanings that it could be in this position. For example, this guidebook is saying this is the beneath. It is your subconscious. The way I always put it is like, this is what you can use to overcome your obstacle. This is kind of like what's subconsciously driving you, and what you know, like kind of what you feel beneath the surface is going to like work for you, like what's like on your mind, but like you're not quite like taking advantage of it yet. You're not like manifesting it yet. So 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. So I did mention earlier, but Pentacles is a suit that is about money. It's about business. It's about seeing things thrive. It's about very, very literal things. Every other suit is more like, this is my feelings, or this is my conflict. So this one is literally like, work hard, get rewarded. Work hard. Are you doing good business? Pentacle pies, yummy. And the 7 here. So like the way a suit works is it always starts with ace, right? One pie, and then it keeps growing. So 1 is usually like the seed you plant, the start of your journey, your vision. And as you move on, 2, 3, you start like putting it into action. 4, 5, 6, you're starting to like be in the middle of the journey where you're like not sure if things are gonna turn for the better or the worse. 7 is kind of at the later end of things, right? So 7 of Pentacles is actually anxiety. It's actually anxiety. It's a feeling that after you've done a lot of work, you have not yet seen results. You're not sure at this point. The project you've handed in, you've just finished. Everything you've already like paid for. Everything that you've thrown out there. You're not sure if it's actually going to pay off at all. You're not sure you're going to see the garden you spent all season growing bloom. And that's why you're anxious. I mean, you could be anxious for any other reason, but this is like the card where it's like you've got a big vision, right? You set off with big dreams and you stuck to your day-to-day tasks. You tried your best. You did those like daily reps. You went to the gym. You grinded every day with the grind set mindset. And now here you are waiting to see, did it actually pay off? Did I actually get gains? Actually get money? Did my investment grow at all? And you don't know. There's no clear answer. That's what's giving you panic. You're feeling, I want my results now. I want my answer now. I want my test results now, right? And there's this like feeling inside of you that's kind of like, well, if there's no news, maybe the worst has happened. Because I have nothing else to do. I'm just sitting here twiddling my thumbs. I'm thinking, I'm doom posting. I'm thinking the worst. Why haven't I received anything yet, right? Grinding them burgers. Wait, you only just realized these were my hands? Have you just been listening to me like as a podcast? Yeah, hello, these are my hands. These are my actual cars that I own, that I paid for, and I've owned for a couple years. Here's a K-pop heart for you. Yeah, these are my hands. Next time I'll bring out paws. What do you think? What do you think? If I open a throne, you guys will buy me those cat paws? I'll start doing a cat paw stream. But anyway. This card is really telling you your subconscious is worrying too much. Don't take this card as a sign that you need to be spending any more energy or time on this task anymore. What you've done, you've already handed in. You're done. It's over, right? There's nothing else you can do. For example, that interview already happened. Like your application already accepted. It's in there. Your test already over. There's nothing else you can do. Don't spend your time thinking on it anymore if you can't help it. And don't waste your energy worrying. It's telling you... It's kind of a positive sign in a way if you think about it. You can think, I truly did my best. You know? This card is telling you to give it a rest. You already did your best. And it understands that. So look to like the other cards in this reading to see if like you're gonna have a bad or good response, so to speak. But move on. Put your time and energy into the next thing. Or relax. You can also just take a break. Yeah, you did your best. Where's the throne? I don't know. We haven't made thrones yet, but we were discussing if we wanted to. So this is, again, the subconscious or what you have that you could use at your disposal to overcome your obstacle. Again, our obstacle is we feel trapped, right? We feel suspended. We're in limbo. This card is directly saying, yes, you are in limbo, but you did your best already. So don't worry about it anymore. Okay, next card is on top. Again, I don't have much room for that, but I'm gonna just gonna shrink it. It's gonna be over here, okay? And that is going to be either the outcome that you're heading towards in some readings, or what is on the front of your mind. What is like something that you think is gonna happen that you're heading towards, the path that you're walking currently. It's not a cat! It's not a cat! It's a Shiba Inu. It's a Shiba Inu. It's because he's the hangman, see? He's hanging. He's hanging in there. Just hang in there, you know? those like in motivational cat posters. Okay, next card. Oh, I got a first reverse. First reverse. It's the Ace of Cups. Let me show it to you upright since it's much prettier that way. Ace of Cups. It's a little parakeet again. A parakeet that's just chilling there. I don't know. He's not helping. He's in a cup. And in the cup is a couple of, I don't know, space juice, I guess. It actually, like, do you see this, like, bubble right here? This, like, wave? I don't know. It looks a little slimy. It's got some stars and moon in that juice. So, two things we can learn right away without even needing to look it up. Ace is the start of the suit again, and it's the cup suit. So the cup suit is about your emotions. The cups is always about, you know, when your cup doth overfloweth. Imagine you have a little cup in your heart, and it like drip, drip, drips and collects all of your emotions. And sometimes when it fills up, it spills out. But it can be good emotions. Cups is usually also about creativity. It's usually talking about how you should spend some time and give into your like inner artistic impulses. Sometimes you want to spend some time by yourself and just like draw something or do another like creative hobby, express yourself, get your emotions expressed in some way. Don't let it just collect. Sometimes you can be inspired to do great things that way. And the ace is the start of this journey. But it's unfortunately in reverse, so it's not gonna mean as great of a it's not gonna mean as great of a thing. But let me pull that up. Can I get 3 more cups? That's funny you say that. There is one card in the cups like suit that has to do with over drinking. I think it's the four of cups actually. The 4 of cups is literally you drank 3 cups of wine and the 4th one you're not even interested anymore. You've had too much and he's like no longer into it anymore. No, not nano bathwater. Yeah, the Milky Way. Yeah, exactly. Boba juice also kind of yummy. Bird bath. Maybe you need to take a bath in there. Maybe you're stinky. Maybe you're like me and you played 6 hours of League and need to get that gamer girl sweat out. Anyway, so the Ace of Cups usually means the start of something new. That's very, very good. So what happens when we put it in reverse? Well, means kind of the opposite. Not exactly the opposite, but almost. It means you're overly emotional. It means your cup is too full. It means hesitation. It means you are kind of too worried to start that new thing you want. And it also means a dead end. It means you want to start that new thing. It feels like you're stuck, however, and you're backed into a corner. It could be like something looking you in the eye, a new opportunity, like a grand new vision you have for something that sounds super fun, or a new relationship with someone you just met, right? It means you have this onset of super strong emotion, but it means that overly emotional reaction is kind of overtaking your system. It's kind of like fried your wires and you don't know what to do anymore, right? You're kind of like stun locked in place, actually. It means that perhaps because you are feeling too strongly, you're hesitant to take any action. So, if you are in a situation where you're making a choice, you're being presented an opportunity or not, this is a strong sign to listen to your heart. This is actually saying, yeah, you have a lot of emotions, and maybe you do need to calm down and process them first. But it also means, heck with it. Maybe you should give in to them. Maybe you should go in with your impulse. It's not a good sign to like feel this strongly about something and then talk yourself out of it, right? That's like when you think, that's when you like regret the most in your life, in my opinion. You had a good thing going, right? You had like something you felt so passionate about, and then your stupid brain stopped you. Your brain was like, I don't know, you might fail. I don't know. Maybe that new person actually hates you. Maybe you're too weird. Maybe you suck at this actually, and you should never try it again. You know, when you think yourself out of what you want to do, and then you convince yourself, no, I'm being realistic. I'm being realistic. I know I'm too emotional and I don't want to make any sudden impulsive decisions. Well, your brain is not always right. Repeat after me, your brain is not always right, okay? Don't listen to your brain all the time. When it starts doubting you, when it starts telling you things that like lead you to lose confidence and not believe in yourself, that's when your brain is incorrect. I'm fighting that gator tomorrow. My brain says no, my body says yes. Okay, if gator wrangling is your passion, you know, just play it safe and don't say I told you to do it or not anything. I'm not liable. Yeah, maybe it's time to have a shoujo MC moment. So this is on your mind right now. Like, this reading is actually really cohesive. It's saying you're in limbo, and it feels like you're at a starting point for something new that you want to do, but you're putting it on pause for some reason. you are kind of like trying to let yourself down easy, if anything, right? Like, you think like, oh, I'm gonna... If I feel this strongly about this thing that I care about and I want to do, it's gonna suck. It's gonna be so awful for me and heartbreaking for me if it doesn't go well, right? So why don't I temper my own emotions and let myself down easy and be like, no, actually, you know what? It was never gonna work out anyway. It's just me like having this weird sudden thing. It'll go away soon, right? It's scary how precise it describes it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes the cards just yell at me. Sometimes the cards is like, I already saw you knew this already, and I just wanted to make sure you remember. This is me, honestly. Also with starting some things. Like, I want to start ASMR streams live, for example, and I'm just being like, no, I need to be a perfectionist. I need better equipment. I can't do it on that day. It's not good. And this is the kind of card that's like, just do it. Just do it. You care, it'll go fine. And even if it doesn't go fine the first time, do it again anyway. It's fine. It's better than having talked yourself out of it and then regretting it later. At least it's better than being in limbo. When you're in limbo, you don't know if it's gonna be good or bad. And you're never gonna know if it's gonna be good or bad if you don't do it, right? A heartbroken hanging Shiba Inu. It's okay, he'll be there for you. Yeah, exactly, Shia LaBeouf. Just do it. Don't let your James be James. Exactly. So that is the card that's on your mind, and also kind of like the path you're sort of heading towards. Alrighty. So the next card is going to be behind you. Again, this is you, right? You're the star. So this is behind, and it's gonna be something that happened in your recent past. Next card. Don't let your dreams be memes. Exactly. Oh, Ten of Swords, but in reverse. What you doing with that many knives, huh? You got a whole kitchen set of these. We've got like a butcher knife. We've got like the paring knives. We got a bread knife there with the little edges. A lot of options. You know what happens when in reverse, right? What are we doing with this many swords? It's a concerning amount of swords, really. No one needs that many swords. This okay. This card is your recent past. It's something you're moving away from. And remember, this is like a overall situational reading on your life. Before and after the solar eclipse, what it means in your life. This is just kind of like a pep talk. If you just want to think about it that way, it's the TLDR, it's a pep talk. This is about what changes you need to make in your life right now. Pep talk. But yeah, this is a Lethe card. So this card usually it means something bad. Sorry to say, but a lot of swords usually bad. Sword suit is just kind of mean like that, right? But what does it mean in reverse? And what does it mean when you're moving away from it? This card actually means fear of failure. Whoa! It's almost like these two cards are like somehow all working together in a reading. Crazy how tarot readings work like that. They always connect to each other. So this card means rock bottom. It means victim mentality. It's literally a representation of a person who is basically stuck in a prison of their own making. They're stuck in a prison of their own mind. They are so afraid of ruining things that they're just stuck there replaying weird scenarios, dooming themselves to this cycle of never actually moving on. That means they are basically victimizing themselves. Maybe for a good reason. Maybe like they went through a lot of hardships. I don't know. Did we all go through some hardships? We had some hard weeks recently. I have to agree. And maybe means that you hit some sort of rock bottom, right? Some sort of mental struggles are plaguing you. But this is a reminder. There's nowhere to go but up. Also, it's sort of, at this point, it's sort of all in your head. You've gone through the mental anguish that this card represents already. It's the 10. It's the last card right before we get into like page and knight and stuff. This is the end of the cycle. It means there's no point in being stuck in that same place forever. The worst has already happened, right? You're like the only person trapping yourself there in that spot. Throwing hands with this deck. Yeah, so we're moving away from this. That means you're starting to see other options open up. We're gonna pull the next card, which is what we're moving towards instead in the future. But it means that you're going to abandon this fear of failure holding you back. Now that you recognize what's holding you back, you can start to move away from it. And this kind of card is always going to ask you to look at the surrounding cards and see like other signs of where you can move on towards, right? This card is saying something bad, so we need another card that says something good, that gives you a sign. What should you do next? And there's always different options. There's cards that will be like, you should take action. There's cards that say you should take a break. There's cards that say maybe lean on other people around you. And maybe like there's cards that say you should take some time to yourself and feel what you feel and deal with things by yourself first, you know? So the next card is going to give us a little bit more clarification. We're making it out of this one, boys. Yeah. It's a good card. Don't worry, don't worry. Oh, another... Okay, another sword. It's 4 swords. We're chopping apples this time. I don't think that's how you should be chopping apples. With a bread knife? Isn't that a serrated knife right there? Who am I to judge? Okay, chop whatever apples you like. 4 of swords. Okay, so it's looking like action, actually. Because swords cards are about actions. It's pretty early on in the swords deck, so it's going to be, it's going to be, like, right before the battle. So if you want to imagine 1 to 10, 10 is the result. 10 is the, like, end of the battle already. But 4 is pretty close to 1 with the start of the battle, right? So where you're heading towards is actually rest, observation, and preparation. So we got an answer right there. Instead of just like being isolated and putting yourself in this victim perspective, why don't you move towards this new stability and take a break from the battles in life? This basically is saying enjoy a moment of peace. This could mean recovery from some sort of illness, from some other tumultuous happening in your life. And this moment of peace and stillness may feel very different from what you've been used to lately. Maybe you're still kind of jumpy. You think something bad is still gonna happen. Nonetheless, doing nothing is actually the best for you right now. It's better not to force something is what it's saying. Some forms of challenges, you know, ask you to take action. This is its own type of challenge. This is actually saying you should, in fact, stop and be still. You know, it's challenging you to take a proper break. Oh my god, you guys are all sick? Seriously? Yeah, this is saying recovery from an illness. It could be a mental illness too. It could be like a bout of depression or something that like the previous card could be saying. But it's literally saying if you're fighting a battle, like you need to recover first before you take any other steps. And while you're recovering, and that's not to say you don't do absolutely anything, right? While you're recovering, there are still things you can do. You can take that secluded like time to yourself to reevaluate your life. Just take that time for a little bit of introspection, you know? Look inward and kind of ground yourself, you know, be like, okay, realistically, not in this weird place in my head, but realistically, where am I in life? Am I in a good place? What are the things I need to do now? What are things that I need to watch out for? What are the things that are coming towards me that I need to prepare for? Usually, that's like when I pull out my monthly planner and I'm like, what do I need to plan for the month, right? That kind of thing. What do I have right now that I need to accomplish? What are some things that are fine if I don't even do them now? They're just things that I want to do. Like, let's realistically schedule them. And then also just literally assign, stop worrying. Stop being so defensive. Okay? Stop interpreting everything happening to you as some sort of negative and that more negative things will happen. If you're going to be like so defensive, you're not going to give yourself time to really enjoy any sort of relaxation or any like good thing that comes your way, you know? Of course, don't lose sight of the fact that there's still gonna be battles in the future, yeah, of course. We don't know how like the whole war is gonna turn out. But for now, you are safe and you should catch your breath. It's my mental issue. I decide the coping mechanism. Now, you guys get healthy. Cope healthily. That's comfortable. Stop trying stuff. I mean, if you're sick, especially if you're sick, you just kind of have to let it happen to you. I just kind of like, okay, I can only, you know, I want to do stuff. It sucks. I'm stuck where I am. I can only do so much. My body will break if I push it any further. Well, I can't like waste this time thinking about the things that I can't do right now. Just have to kind of give in and think about what I can do. Sometimes what you can do is just watch 5 episodes of Eurocamp and drink soup if you're sick, you know? That's what self-care is. Time for us to recover from our mental illness and watching VTubers. Oh no! No, don't take your pills, actually. I don't want to disappear. Don't grind in that way, okay? Think about it in terms of like self-imposed break. I try to have us one day off a week. That's my self-imposed break. Unfortunately, it's usually Tuesday, and I scheduled karaoke tomorrow instead. But I'm gonna do that Thursday instead then. If we cope, we won't get ratings from the witch. No. Don't interpret everything as negative. Right at the exact moment I bit on your cheek. No. Okay, Meimi-mu-me-mo always said if you were biting your cheek, it means in Chinese, it means that you want to eat meat. It means that you're like looking for something to like chomp into and you can't find anything, so you're biting your own cheek and to taste blood. So maybe rest that cheek, but also get a snack. I don't know. As long as you have resting days, you're good. Yeah, my HP is a little low. Yeah. Do you guys prefer if I streamed more often and just did like 3-hour streams? 3-hour streams instead of like 5-6-hour streams? Okay, I'm gonna move everything a little bit so that I can fit in the next few cards. Don't say that I'm eating steak right now. Steak is delicious though. Yummy. Steaky. Desu. I bit it in excitement when eating a cookie. Yeah. That's the thing. It also means that you're too excited to eat. Don't get ahead of yourself, I guess. I don't know. Bite carefully and slowly, guys. Chew 20 times before swallowing. Okay, we need cards along this column now. And it's gonna be on the bottom over here. 5+ hour streams is what I think of when I think of you. That's it's not really a good thing to have such long VODs. It looks like I don't stream that much when you see I only stream like 4 times a week. But then I stream so long that my 4 times is like longer than other people's. I like long streams, but experimenting would be fun. I think some things can be long streams and some things don't have to be long streams. But here's my... See, I have like a problem. Remember when I did like 2 hours? I streamed like the Ranko Wanko in 3 hours. And I was like, that's not long enough. And then I streamed for another like 6 hours, 7 hours. That's the problem. That's my problem. 3 hours probably would have been fine, but I kept going because I thought that was too short. Oh, the chariot. The chariot, but upside down. Oh, okay, that's not a very good. It's not a great sign, but it's a really cute card. Like, and so the chariot. If you've ever seen real tarot decks that are like using the traditional art, it's like a war chariot. It's not like a good sign per se. It's about war. But look at the little lamb. He's just having like a gardening day. Yeah, just a gardening day. How do I make you guys see this better? Truly need to get a better webcam. This is pushing a little barrel. It's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna put him here for now. I know, I like streaming too much. I like playing games too much. I like talking with people too much. I'm just addicted to streaming. Thanks for reading my comment. No worries. I can't help but have werewolf fangs on. I always want to introduce the fun parts of tarot to people. There's a lot of people that think tarot is like, I don't know, just like nonsense, right? It's like, I know, some girlies do take astrology too seriously. I'm not gonna pretend. There are people out there that are like, oh my god, I can't talk to you because I know you're like a Virgo and I don't deal with Virgos here or something. Like, that's not me. I really just want to give advice to people and have a comfy time, like kind of zatsuing and asking about your day and life. And see if like this advice helps you, you know? If it doesn't help you, then you can ask a more personalized question for when I do my monthly readings. It's not gonna apply to every single person, of course. You could be like, this is like, oh, you're doubting yourself. But you could be like, I am the most narcissistic person. I would never doubt myself. I'm a winner. Yeah, maybe this might not apply to you, but in case you're in this situation, I hope it's helping. If you ever feel like taking a break from long streams, maybe we can try, but I don't know. Okay, so like this week, I'm playing a lot of games that I really want to try playing, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get addicted. I'm going to get addicted to Balatro. I'm not even opening bets on that one. That's just gonna happen, isn't it? If I like deck builders and I like the roguelike deck builder experience, I'll probably like Balatro. I did not watch my senpai stream it. I did not want to get spoiled on how to play it. I heard like half of the fun is just like figuring out how to get your numbers get really high, so it's not fun if I already know. Nah, I'd win, true. Alrighty, so the chariot. Why did I keep saying chariot? Japanese reading. The chariot usually is about war. In a way, it's usually about victory. You know, you remain victorious, and you have you know, you overcome your opposition. Well, you can imagine that doesn't work out so well when it's reversed. It's the opposite meaning. It means lack of control. It means you're on that like that war chariot and the horse just got stung by a bee. You're going wee, you know, like in every cartoon ever. It means aggression and ego. So basically, while it usually still means victory, it means you have been blinded by like your kind of like your rage or your taste for blood, you know, like once you get a good kill and you get another kill and you're like, oh my god, the penta's right there, it's right there, and you keep going and you keep going and you shouldn't have kept going, and you tower dive and you're dead now. That's what this card is saying. You may have been on a successful path, but you flew too far to the sun. You let it go unchecked. And it's like you're going out of control, man. Out of control. It could mean that maybe you lack confidence and that's blocking your success. It could be that. Or it could be seeing that you feel just a loss of control in your life overall. Right? That you're not the one driving anymore. That the reins have been taken out of your hands. And what you need to do is rein it back in. You need to apply some discipline and some willpower. It sucks, I know. But you need to do some changes, right? Anything that you can't change, anything that's truly out of your control, don't worry about it, you know? But anything you can change starts with yourself, right? Starts with being a little bit more realistic, being a little bit more grounded, seeing your victories through a lens of not a conqueror's lens at the very least, just maybe tone it down a bit. Play safe, yeah, play safe. Play safe, mid. Stop calling for that gank. That ganks ain't happening. He's on their tower already. He knows it's coming. Oh, that's true. You literally tasted blood from that bite. Alrighty, it's saying to rest your cheek a little. Stop eating that cookie. Yeah, your rampage is going a little too high. Don't fly too far to the sun. Okay, but I forgot to tell you what this position actually meant. So within the Celtic cross, that position, it means two things. It could mean your mental state going into this upcoming future situation that's happening, or it could mean what advice you need that you can take around you. So this is a little bit of both. This is saying that your mental state could feel that you have a loss of control and you need to check your ego. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's the advice it's giving you. Maybe instead of letting that little taste of victory get to your head, maybe apply some willpower and make some changes that actually improve your life. Drunk driving on the chariot, yep. Basically. Okay, next card is going to be basically what I call like the people and environment card around you. So sometimes if this card is good, it means, hey, take advice. People are there to support you. But oftentimes, I tell people, like, if this card is bad, screw them. Screw those other voices. I feel like a lot of people take too much stock into what other people, how other people feel about their situations, you know? You let other people be like, I don't think that's a good idea. And you're like, oh, dang, I guess that wasn't a good idea. Well, sometimes don't listen to them. Sometimes screw them, actually. Well, this is 2 of Cups, but in reverse. Oh. Reverse? Wait, look. We got the space juice back, but in the space juice, 1 cup is actually the moon and the stars, and 1 cup is the sun. Solar eclipse themed. Let's go. You got the... Are you drinking the purple juice or the blue juice? Vote now, chat. Purple juice or blue juice? You want the sun juice or the moon juice? Blue, ooh. I'm blue, da-ba-dee, da-ba-doo. Okay, so even though... Okay, I'm both colors, by the way. I'm both. So, I've got blue roses and, like, blue crystals, but I've also got purple. I've got purple, sparkly, cute eyes, yeah, and purple gemstones. So I'm both, actually. You guys can't get both, though. Just me. I'm special. I'm the streamer. Blue raspberry flavor. Purple, herbal. Okay, where is the 2 of Cups? For you guys to read. Actually, what colors do you guys like more for the mages? I'm curious. I would like to theme the mages off of like my orb and my hat, but like what is the overall color scheme? So usually the 2 of Cups is a good card. Usually is the keyword here. Upright, you can imagine like 2 cups, 1 in my hand, 1 in your hand, and we're toasting. Usually it's like, come by, right? It's a pretty good meaning. Upright, it usually means partnership compatibility, meeting new people. It's all those nice things. So what happens when you guys try to clink the glasses and miss, right? Uh-oh, awkward. It means disagreement. It means you're not getting along. It's a redirection. So usually something that is inherently sometimes a good serendipitous energy of two people meeting in harmony in the world. Well, it usually means that you've accidentally tipped the drinks a little too far and there's an imbalance. Maybe it actually means you're settling too early. You're settling too soon. You're not seeing the true colors of this other person. Maybe it means this other person is exploiting you. This is what I mean. When I pull a negative card for the people and surroundings, this means ignore the people in your lives that are naysayers, okay? I don't care if that person's your mom. If that mom is doubting you in your life, don't listen to them. This card is saying don't be exploited, okay? Or don't let this disagreement get in between like what you actually want to do. Sometimes it means something literal. Maybe you have a good friend in your life that you have a falling out with right now. Maybe you have maybe you're in a fight, okay? It means pay attention to the people around you. Pay attention to their intentions, okay? Trust your own gut. Trust your intuition. If it's saying, I think they're actually, they actually don't care what's good about me. I mean, don't care what's good for me. Trust that, okay? Your gut is pretty good. Your instincts, pretty good. Listen to it. Listen to me. If I'm exploiting you, smile. Hey, I'm exploiting you guys just to have more people to play with. That's not a bad exploitation, okay? Maybe for your sleep schedule though. But it means look a little bit deeper. Look into that cup, okay? Okay, is it tainted? Is it poison? Look for the true colors in the other people around you. Ignore the heretics, exactly. Okay, next card is almost our last one. We got two more. So, last card is obviously going to be the overall outcome, but the one right before your overall outcome is your hopes and dreams. Your hopes and dreams. Or your greatest fears, depending on the card. Oh! Temperance but upside down. Okay, well we got a cute little angel cat. That's me, I'm sure. That's me. Right there. Very cute cat. You would let this cat exploit you, right? You would give this cat your credit card numbers and the 3 digits on the back, right? Right? Okay, so we got any English speakers here? What does temperance mean? We got a dictionary definition. What does temperance mean? Is it Nano? Hey, it's me! It's literally Meimi. She's not evil. She's definitely got your best interests at heart. She's just got 2 cups and there's water pouring in between them. How do I make it so that you can see it? You just kind of have to there. It's kind of like there's like water bending between the 2 cups. I don't know how else to describe it. It's bending. So it's in reverse. Let's put that like this. Abstinence from alcohol. Wow. Okay, we got that going. Very literal. True. Moderation. Exactly, moderation. That is exactly the word I'm looking for. So moderation. So what happens when you put temperance upside down? What happens if you're not that temperate actually? It means excess. Yeah, okay, so put your bottles down, guys. This is an intervention. It's time to stop. You've had enough tonight. You've had enough tonight. Probably shouldn't have another glass. No, we don't ball yet. We don't ball yet. Don't turn a blind eye, no! It means imbalance or lack of vision. Yeah. Wait, you guys really need a drink to make me funny? This isn't even a funny stream. Hello? We're just chilling. So it means it's a sign that you're not planning far enough in advance. You're not looking at the long term in a responsible manner. Basically, sometimes taking less of what you want in the short term can mean in the long term you actually can meet your goals. Okay. Yeah, I know. Kinda sucks. I also want to buy a million scabs right now. You must be more methodical in how you mix elements in your life, okay? Too much of a good thing, not a good thing. Too much of a good thing, poison. So, this is really about like... it's really about like you have this energy that you want to embrace freedom. You want to embrace like your current impulses and feelings. Again, like the rest of this reading has said, do embrace it, right? So your hopes and your dreams and your fears actually is that you're going to overindulge. How can you find that balance between staying honest to yourself, right? Staying honest to yourself without losing control. A lot of this deck has been saying it's your own fears. It's kind of like your own fears driving you away from embracing your true nature of freedom, of creativity, of like doing what you want, right? Starting new things, freeing yourself from worry. And a lot of these fears and things it's saying you should try to avoid is once you're in that position, how do you know you've gone too far? How do you know you've like, you know, you're like, we ball, and then it's like, oops, I'm gonna feel that in the morning, right? So a lot of this reading is about take it moderately, but also don't psych yourself out. Don't be afraid to try, but don't be you know, don't be the exact opposite. Don't go overboard either. But still, this isn't the fear section, so this is not saying this is gonna happen. This is actually not saying that you might overindulge for real. It's saying that your current fear is in fact overindulging. The credit card debt from the Japan trip. Oh no. Stay within your credit card limits. Exactly. You can spend a little, you can live a little, stay within your credit limits. That's what it's saying. True nature of being a day drinker. Don't cross the line. I'm finished. I drink every day. I hope that's like a little bit of wine at your dinner and not in the pint of beer way. Okay. Stay within your reasonable limits. That's true. Credit card companies want you to overspend. That's how they make money. Okay, don't listen to that. The sky is not the limit, okay? You set a good limit for yourself. I think back on everyone I've ever seen ball too hard in my life, and I weigh my current state against them as a benchmark. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, true. When you look at someone and you're like, I haven't gone that far yet, you know you're good. Okay, this last card is the overall outcome. Ooh, we got the world, but upside down. The world turned upside down. Have you seen a globe before? Now you have. For some reason, the moon is on the bottom there. The sun's on the top. That's not right. The solar eclipse just made them touch, right? Didn't they just touch? This is indeed a reverse, but it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. But what did we get? We got the world. We got the temperance. We got the hangman, the chariot, the star. Those are all major arcana. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 major arcana draws in this reading alone. And bear in mind, how many cards are in this deck? 78. 78. Majority of them are not major arcana. That means there's a huge appearance of major arcana in this reading, which just goes to show this is some pivotal events in your life, actually. These are moments that you're gonna want to take notice, okay? Something important is gonna happen in our lives soon. The shuffle issue? I shuffled in front of you guys. You saw firsthand how I shuffled. There's no way I could have rigged that, okay? Why calling into? It's calling my integrity into question. MC event, exactly. It's a canon event, guys. It's a canon event. Okay, so the world, upright. Well, I mean the world. What do you think of the world? It's like travel, right? A very pretty card. It's about completion, really. About things coming together. Peace. You know, the world is yours. So what happens when it's in reverse? Well, not good. Not great. Not good. It means feeling trapped. Again, we have a lot of cards about feeling trapped, feeling depression, feeling fear. It actually kind of means you know when you're about to finish a book or you're about to finish a game, and you're afraid of finishing it because it means it'll be finished for real. It's kind of the same thing, except apply it to like some task you're doing, some chapter of your life you're working on, some project that you're getting close to closing the books on, and now you feel blocked, right? It could be that you're close to completing it and you're blocked, or that the act of completing it itself makes you feel blocked and what you're supposed to do next. It could also be a sign that you're kind of closing yourself off from the world. Are you guys getting out? You guys went to touch grass today to see the eclipse, right? In the worst case, but you know, not every case, it could be about agoraphobia. VTuber streamers and VTuber watchers not going outside? No, never. Never. We're all grass touchers, right? Haha, sweats. We definitely don't lock ourselves indoors and avoid people. Oh my god, are you guys all going to be like Zawarudo every time I pull this out? So, think about any irrational fears that have plagued your mind lately, right? Any sorts of like self like imposed limitations on yourself, any like strands of depression, anxiety, fears that caused you to be boxed in, maybe in your home or maybe just in your comfort zone, right? How can you confront them? How can you break free? How can you move onwards? You did see the solar eclipse. Okay, good. I saw it too. Everyone who went outside today, if it was in their area and if they had glasses or if they were able to safely see it, gets a thumbs up from me. It was cool though, wasn't it? So, overall, this reading is leading to this. This is the outcome. What does this outcome mean? This means that you're going to feel trapped, or you already feel trapped and it's just going to keep going if you don't do something about this. If you don't change anything that you're currently doing. Are you going to allow yourself to be defeated by this way of thinking? About always being blocked off from your goals and closing yourself off from anyone who might like want to connect to you, or maybe just like what the world is trying to give you. The world is trying to toss you nice things. The world is trying to like, you know, talk to you. The world is trying to reach you about your extended car warranty, okay? It's trying to give you new things to see, new things to try. And if you keep, you know, huddling in your room, metaphorically or physically in your room, without trying those, without giving them a chance, you're never gonna allow yourself to grow. Yeah. So, overall, let's go over this reading one more time. And it's a real, scrunched here. Little scrunched here. So, for those of you who weren't here from the very beginning, the question I asked and the question I did a reading on is what the solar eclipse means. Oftentimes, the solar eclipse, for like astrology people, it usually means like some great happening, some big turning of things. The heavens are angry with us, or the heavens are trying to give us a sign, or you know, we're gonna kill someone, and that was the gods doing. But I just use it as a sign of like, it's kind of like when the year changes, you know, when the year changes, it's kind of an arbitrary sort of thing, but like when the planets and stars align and start moving, it's a good time to like use this as an opportunity to change yourself and reflect on your life and see what you might need to do different. Always like, I feel like it's always a good opportunity to turn a new leaf if you need to, right? So, in the beginning, this is you. You're the star. You're the star. That's you. You're a superstar. Wow. You got a star. Anyway, you have hopes and dreams. You have wishes. You have all these wonderful things in your head, in your life that you would like to achieve, that you would like to accomplish. Star is usually a very wishful, helpful sort of thing, but it's also asking you in this position, what are you doing and what have you done to like reach your dreams, right? It's a distant dream, of course. It's pretty far, but listen to your heart, right? It's not an immediate or like powerful call to action though. It's just reminding you of your goals, right? Sometimes you lose sight of them. Sometimes you need to reground yourself. And it's like a renewal almost, right? Like every night before bed, you kind of refresh your mindset. You want to face the new day, reminding yourself of what your end goals are, okay? And even though you fall asleep at night, your mind kind of stays awake with all these dreams, right? So, this is the obstacle card, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is telling you, you are stuck in limbo. Maybe you want to reach your dreams and you don't know how to do that. You are caught in between a rock and a hard place right now. You are stuck in this trap. You're suspended in midair and you don't know how to get down. It's reminding you that this is a temporary state of being. This is something that you'll get over, you know. You will get like, for example, if you're in like a vague state of being, you just hand in a test, just hand in a project, you don't have any definitive yes or no's back yet. This is reminding yourself that it's temporary. You will get it. There's no point in over-obsessing, right? This card too, 7 of Pentacles below it. No point in over-obsessing over what you can't control right now. Use this time like, hey, you're hanging upside down. Just like, look at it from a new perspective now that you're looking at it upside down. Maybe you're trying to tackle the same thing in the same way and it's just not working. And it's time to step back a little bit and approach it in a different angle. The 7 of Pentacles down here is the card that that's kind of like your subconscious or kind of what you want to use to change perhaps to get over your obstacle in your life. So, the 7 of Pentacles is also saying you're in this vague state of being. You completed the task. You kind of want your just desserts now. You want to harvest your fruit before they've already bloomed. You're not even sure if they're going to bloom, right? You're not going to be able to tell this early. But there's also nothing else for you to do. It's reminding you that you've already done your best. So don't keep obsessing over it, okay? And this card over here, it's kind of like what you're heading towards. Or like kind of just like what's on the forefront of your mind per se. And that's like one of our reverse cards, unfortunately. But we can take it in a positive way, right? So what you're heading towards or what's on your mind right now, you're being a little overly emotional and it's causing you to hesitate. Sometimes people get overwhelmed by this burst of passion or feeling and they see it as a suspicious sign, right? Like, why do I care so much all of a sudden about this? If I care this much, I'm going to be hit that much harder if I'm rejected, right? And so then you talk yourself into this dead end. You're hesitating. And this is saying, while you should maybe still be rational, don't throw out your brain completely. It's saying follow your passions, actually. It's saying if you do follow your passions, then your creativity and everything else is going to actually start flowing freely again soon. So even if you're backed into a corner and desperate to get out, just follow your heart over your brain for a little bit. Okay? Don't get overly attached to something in a bad way, of course. You know, sometimes you do need constructive feedback. Don't get overly attached to work that's not working out, but put yourself in something you actually care about and go for it. Oh, Kohaku eats the dreams. Yummy. And then let's see the 10 of Swords here. That's way too many swords. That's way too many swords. What are you doing with so many swords? Put those swords back. Put them down. Yeah, so in reverse, this is something you're moving away from. This is a past situation. So in the recent past, were you beating yourself up so much to the point that you felt you were driven to rock bottom? Did you feel like you were overly negative or overly depressed, and you kind of like threw so much of a pity party that you kind of like victimized yourself too much? Like, granted, this is usually like, okay, you usually do reach this because bad things happen in your life, right? But it's time to move on. It's time to step out of this situation you kind of put yourself into. Okay, it's time to pick up the pieces, basically, you know. You've had your time to feel sad and wallow, and now you need to go do something about it. And you're never going to get any better if you keep thinking about what you lost or keep thinking about, like, how life sucks. So moving forward, you actually need to take a break. Four of Swords is saying, in order to move on from all of these negative thoughts circling in your head, you need to clear your thoughts and literally challenge yourself to truly relax. You worked hard. You worked hard already, right? You're not going to make any more progress if you burn yourself out. So, why don't you step back a little bit, give yourself some space, give yourself some time to process things, and I don't know, actually enjoy yourself for once. Actually do something you like, and not as a coping method. You know, actually do something constructive in your life that will make you happy. You know, a good healthy self-care. Sometimes self-care is perhaps like making a healthy meal that you still like to eat. Going to eat something good instead of eating the 5 pints of ice cream. Couldn't be me. Nope. Yummy though. Over here are either your thoughts going into the next like, okay guys, okay, I didn't okay, I had too much boba last week. I'm not having boba this week. I swear I'm not having any more boba. I'm doing my best, reaching my electric base. Sure, absolutely. You kind of have to do your chores too. Hey, but chores can help you clear your head, you know? So that position over here is kind of like what advice you need in your situation. Also kind of like your mental state going into the current situation. And it is the Chariot, but in reverse. So the Chariot, again, it means victory, and it still means victory in reverse, but it kind of means, you know, taking it too far. Going overboard, right? Like, chasing after even more than you needed to fight. So don't let your ego go unchecked, and don't let your, I don't know, don't let your aggression lose sight of what you actually wanted to accomplish with your victory. Otherwise, your victory is not gonna give you anything good. I was gonna wash my car. No, it's... Hey, if you feel sick, remember, rest first. Recover from your illnesses first, okay? But yeah, I agree. Some things are pretty relaxing to do. You know, I hate starting some chores, but then once I start, like, cleaning, it gets kind of addicting, actually. I'm just like, oh, that thing needs to get cleaned. Oh, that thing needs to get cleaned. Don't go beating people up on the street. Don't do that to begin with. Okay, Two of Cups. This one was the one where I'm like, guys, don't let people in your lives talk you down, okay? Don't let some disagreements get in the way of your friendship. Don't let some fight demotivate you. Don't let people like throw your life off balance, right? Maybe the coming situation will bring a little bit of negativity in your environment or people. So don't take advice that isn't worth taking, okay? Nervous cleaning? Oh yeah. Right before I need to do something big, that's when my house gets clean. Unless self-defense? Please. Okay, you know, I feel like it's kind of hollow coming from me since, you know, absolutely know that I'm the type of person that would throw hands. But, I must be legally obligated to tell you guys to find the proper authorities to break it up. Protect yourself. Okay, and then, Temperance here. This is going to be your fears, actually. Your fears. You fear that if you give in to your impulses too much, you're going to be, you know, losing control. But it's also saying maybe you had too tight of a control and like you feel like you're in limbo because of this loss of control. So maybe it's saying cede the control, you know? It's okay to live life acknowledging that there is not everything you can control, not everything's within your power. Of course, don't overindulge. You guys know. You guys should know when too much is too much, of course. But, like, it's okay to live it up a little bit, you know? It's definitely okay to live it up a little bit more than, not doing anything at all because you're afraid of failure. So don't fear failure too much, but don't go the opposite extreme. And finally, the world, right? The world is saying that you are blocking yourself off from receiving the good out there. You are perhaps playing it a little too safe. You're not willing to look around you. You're not willing to untrap yourself from this mindset that you've kind of blocked yourself in. So don't let depression win. Don't let fear win. Evaluate whether your fears are irrational or not, okay? And that is the reading! Woo! It's okay. It doesn't have to be about the solar eclipse. It's just eclipse themed today. It's eclipse themed today so that I can use it as an excuse to give you guys good life advice. I can't really get all these cards in the picture, but something like this. Something like this. Yay! Pachi. Actually, I can move this a little bit more. I hope that is either a soothing kind of reading for you, so you know things are gonna turn out well soon, or maybe a good healthy wake-up call for you in case you need to believe in yourself more and just do things. Exactly. Do not fear. Fear is a mind killer. Can I procrastinate the canon event? No, it's gonna happen whether you like it or not, okay? It's gonna happen. You just gotta have to deal with it. Are you gonna face it sitting down, or are you gonna like face it hands on? Fight! Fight, odayo. Okay. And that was our Bumbleberry Howls Tarot deck. Oh, actually, there is one more thing we can do. We can do one more thing, which is, you can use an Oracle card in conjunction with a tarot card. So, if this was, for example, kind of confusing, if you couldn't really tell what was gonna happen, you can pull one card from an Oracle deck, and that usually gives clarity, because Oracle decks, again, are a little bit more straightforward on their meanings. So let's do that in case we're not sure. We're not sure what this last card means. We're not sure if the outcome is going to be good or not, if it's telling us that we're going to face fear and depression. Right? So, I'm going to pull one of these cards. from this deck. My rose deck. Hmm? What's that? The cards are saying you should buy the acrylic Meimi standee, the new acrylic standee on the production kawaii's booth, and you should also buy the poster and the cam badge if you haven't already. Whoa, 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 whoa! You should totally do it. Whoa, you should do it now. In fact, you should do it now, and you should also buy She's birthday merch. Okay. This plushie! The plushie is so cute. A perfect time to buy both in one order. Save on your shipping, maybe. Okay, this is the card we got. Oh my god. We got the loner. I didn't even know there was a rose like this. So as you can see, this is a rose, the red leaf rose. It's a wild rose, so unlike roses that you normally think of that are like of the garden variety, the like greenhouse variety, the kind on my hat. This is a wild rose that you can still find in nature, growing wherever they are natively without being genetically bred to be big and die within a week, probably. It literally says the loner. Oh my gosh. Well, it's calling you guys out, if anything. I don't know if you guys needed more of a call out than this reading already says. It's literally saying, get out and touch grass. Exactly, my cards are so sassy. Let me see. I will read the meaning out to you, though. I mean, you already know. That's the fun thing about Oracle, like, cards, right? You know what it means just from there. But this is a card about going at it alone because others may drag you backwards. The weight of their unnecessary opinions or baggage. Oh. See, this is, once again, this card is saying don't listen to people's opinions that don't add anything to your life. It's saying you got this. You can do this. The outcome will be much better if you learn how to progress alone. It's actually saying maybe you should cut someone out. Interesting. Maybe you should get rid of something or someone in your life at this moment that's not doing it for you. It might get much easier for your energy to keep going if you remove those like roadblocks, so to speak. Being a loner is not just about being lonely. They can be confident in their own space, in their own ways. Though they do develop small circles of people. So make sure you vet, the people around you for quality and interest rather than just befriending anybody, okay? And the energies are actually saying it's about self-confidence, simplicity, calm, meditation, and deflection. Oh. See, this is actually a good card. It's saying it's okay to be alone but not lonely. See? So overall, this is literally saying don't doubt yourself. Self-confidence is key. Confidence, have confidence. Have confidence. Good card, good card. Good card, actually. I never listened anyways to the flowers, right? Oh, I feel that so hard. Mama tried to tell me to do something recently. I was like, nope, nope, I'm like those doggies that like you try to feed them a pill and they're like, not eating it, not doing it. There you go. Alrighty. I hope that was a fun reading. So now let's just do the week as always. Let's see. Which deck should we use for that one? Should we use the rose one? You guys haven't really seen the rose one, so I could do that one. And put these away. Actually, should I take a picture first? No. You guys. I do kind of take a picture so like people have a reference in case they want to look back on the cards. It's just gonna be a little difficult to get it. Okay. Let me try to get a picture. This glove is not touch. Whatever. I got one. Oh, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully the week is good. I mean, reading is not bad. I think it's fairly encouraging. We have hope yet that we can have a good week, right? Oh. Actually, wait, I didn't consult the orb. Okay, we have to consult the orb. Let's see. Are we going to have a good time? Are we gonna have a good week? Oh, it's so unhelpful. It says maybe. I'm pretty sure there's no way you can see what it says, but it says maybe. Yeah, we have a good week every week, bruh. It's not a no. It's not a no. Wait, Rosencourt says it's a maybe. There we go. Maybe. True. Maybe lucky. Not a no. We can take it. We can take it. Maybe it means we're responsible for making our own fun? I mean, we're always responsible for making our own fun, but like sometimes it likes raining on our parade. That's when I have an issue. Sometimes you're caught somewhere and it's raining and you don't have an umbrella and you buy an umbrella and your neighbors steal it as soon as you leave it in the hallway to dry. Not naming lame names, but only because I don't know which neighbor did it. Could have been anyone. I'll find you. Someday I'm gonna see a neighbor use that umbrella and I'm gonna know. I'm gonna confront them. I'm gonna be like, oh, did you also get that umbrella? I had one just like that and I left it in the hall one day and it's gone. Isn't that so funny? Isn't that crazy? Disappearing umbrellas nowadays. How could you, Lua? She gave it back. Okay, she gave it back. Okay, let's use this deck. Once again, I must go through some odd shuffling. The Oracle of Roses. Like that. This deck I feel is a little too, I don't know, housewifey sometimes. That's the vibe I get from some of these readings. Your interpretations of things are a little bit like, how can you change your life by being more appreciative of things around you? I will explain it as soon as I pull like a couple cards, but some of the readings that are in this book is just a little it's just a little like I don't know, old woman, old wife tale kind of deal. Very Hallmark. A little bit. I got roses because I do like roses and it sounded good. There was good reviews. But then again, like the reviews might have also been like the old ladies that are very spiritual and are raising their third child and whatever. Need to consult for their book clubs. Heart of the cards. What will I get? Okay. Gonna cut the deck. And then pull my first card. Rose is the base for my mother's name. Oh. I mean my orb is called Rosencourt. Not quite the same thing. Alright, the first card. Okay, this is for today actually. It's for Monday. The Explorer! The Explorer! We are going where no meow has gone before. Where are we exploring, mages? So as you can see, this is an old garden rose. It does look pretty traditional looking. It's like a white rose. Yeah, and it is called Amy Vibert rose. You know what? A lot of these roses are French. The French, they did love breeding their roses. I'll leave it here, I guess. Can I bowl with Rosencourts? Maybe. You can bowl with most around objects. Okay. Let's see. The Explorer is number 28. 28. Okay. Again, you can already kind of understand what the Explorer means just from reading the card. Crazy. Amazing. Love that. They also have botanical notes, which is interesting if you particularly care about the type of like rose. It will tell me like, oh, like this French dude in 1828 named this rose after his daughter Amy. I don't know how to speak French. And then just gives me the whole like, this is grown in like summer with sun, blah 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 blah. It can be 18 feet tall. Oh my god. 18 feet tall. Taller than all of us. So the overall energies of this plant. That's how they word it, by the way. I'm not making it up. It literally says plant energies. That's how you know. It's a little It's kind of funny though. Journeys, adventure, exploration, experiments, and self-discovery. So yeah, I mean, explore. Makes sense. The energy here in this Explorer card is all about finding something new. Often points towards actual physical journeys, like we all journeyed outside our home to stare directly into the sun and didn't perish. But it's also about personal exploration and discovery. It can be about study, research, or observation. It's literally saying time to get out. Get on with a new chapter and phase of whatever you're involved in. Staying still just means you'll fall backwards. Explorer is looking for authentic life in their travels. They are inquisitive, goal-oriented, work brilliantly in groups, and that is exactly what I would put on my resume. They do run the risk of never settling down and finding peace in one place, you know, like people with wanderlust. But I mean, you can take this in the metaphorical sense today if you guys did do any soul searching, any mental explorations. But I don't know. I'm saying everyone looking and observing a solar eclipse is quite literal enough for this Monday card to be pretty accurate. Okay, next card. Tuesday, tomorrow. Tuesday, by the way, I'm having my shonen anime karaoke. I wish I had more time to practice, but we're gonna get through it one way or the other. Alrighty, we got a yellow rose. Oh. Okay, first of all, for all those who don't know hanakotoba, or flower meaning, like had Onimon dedicated to it today. Don't give anyone you're actually interested in yellow flowers. Okay, this is like a 101. 101. I'm actually surprised there's still people who do it in this day and age. I feel like if you buy these things, the florist should be obligated to tell you that. Okay, yellow flowers means friendship. It's fine if you're just giving it to a friend, but it means you only see them in a friend way. Okay, so don't accidentally friend zone yourself with it. No yellow roses or yellow flowers for someone that you want to be something more with. Yeah. Don't even give it to your mom, you know? Like, you should give like a truly like I don't know, just like an appreciative flower to your mom. Like a pink carnation or something. But yeah, this card is the Warrior, and it's the old garden rose. It's called the Marichal Neil Rose. Marichal Neil Rose. I mean, they're pretty in your garden, though. Not against people growing them. Broccoli. Oh yeah, the meaning of broccoli and flowers. Okay, so this, the Warrior, right? Alrighty, we're gonna have a challenge tomorrow, I guess. Why does God give his epiest soldier his hardest battles? That's me. It's going to be about protection. You're gonna be fighting for some particular reason, usually for your own protection, not for no reason, right? Not for... You're not starting the fight, okay? Adaptability and skill within the fight. Loyalty. Loyalty. Sticking it out for someone who deserves it. And discipline. So, this could represent a challenge in which you need to step up, stand up, and speak up. But the energy to fight will only come for something that is worth the battle. Right? We're not just throwing hands for nothing. I did tell you guys to fight last week, didn't I? Did you guys fight on Thursday and win? I want to know. Did you guys conquer? Go forth and conquer and let the river flow red from the blood of your enemies on Thursday? What did I do Thursday? I'm trying to remember. I didn't stream, didn't I? Maybe I played League. Oh dear. Maybe that was it. Maybe that's what it was saying. But anyway, this is saying that there might be a delay in an outcome. You're hoping for some sort of resolution or occurrence, and it's just not there yet. You're still waiting. But it also means nothing is lost just yet. So be careful to pick your battles. Don't get caught up in drama that will bring you no personal long-term joy and comfort. There's a lot of drama. How have I survived 121 years of my life? By staying in my own lane. By putting my blinders on, being aware of it, and then throwing it out the window. I'm not taking part of it. I have enough battles of my own to fight without worrying about other people's stuff. So this is saying stick loyal to the cause, okay? A good cause, your cause, okay? Develop your skill and adapt to roll with the punches, essentially. Make sure that you plan your action towards the goals you actually are trying to reach, and you're not just lashing out blindly. Hi, what did the card say? We just did a very in-depth reading about about people's lives previous to this, but now we're finally getting to the weekly one. It seems like tomorrow's gonna be a bit of a challenge, so don't go into a tavern brawl, okay? For no reason. But if someone throws a punch first, well, you have a right to defend yourself, is all I'm saying. Okay, next card is Wednesday. Ooh. The Jester. That's me every time I stream. Very pretty rose, though. So the Jester is a modern garden rose. Well beloved for how pretty it is, I guess. Reynolds Holt rose. I've gotten it before, actually. The Jester. Haha, hee hee hoo hoo clown. Maybe. But the Jester also means just not taking life too seriously. On this Wednesday, you know, don't let other people's actions reflect on you. If they're having a bad day, well, they can rain their own parade, but not yours, okay? Keep your own enthusiasm and joy for life, okay? Maintain your own silly little moments, you know? Recognize that we're all living our lives, given to our own moments of spontaneity, our own playfulness. Indulge in your own happiness, and don't let someone else ruin your fun and enthusiasm for life, okay? Very simple. Keep your humor, you know? Keep a good sense of humor. You know, try to convey yourself honestly. There's no point in holding back. If you're happy, you're happy. Live in the moment. Balacho Wednesday is so true, actually. Am I gonna get some good luck on Wednesday? Balacho. I did buy a lot of games, so I'm hoping I can do like Wednesdays for short gaming sessions for like all the deck builders I bought. We'll see. I still have like a couple other things to get through in this coming month. No spoilers though. Alrighty, Thursday we've got the Alchemist. Ooh, we also got that one before. I love pink roses. I don't know I don't know if that's just very basic of me, but pink and a rose. Yeah, I kind of like them. It's Mademoiselle Caroline Testout Rose. Wow, this rose has a longer name than me. For what though? For what purpose? So the alchemist is a very interesting role, right? You think of the alchemist, obviously, you think of transformation. You think of knowledge, you think of power, intuition, and of course magic. Alchemists are a type of mage in a sense. I mean, not just anyone can transform. What is it that they trying to transform? Some sort of material to gold. I guess any sort of material to gold. So this is saying maybe on Thursday there's time for a change, right? Is there something in your life you need to transform? Is there something you would, if you changed, that would affect your life, right? Just one thing that you completely change. How would your life look after that? So, leave something behind that you don't need. Cast it off. Don't need those anymore. Kind of just like cut off people that cut off people in actions that you do, bad habits that no longer serve you, you know? Standing alone may be the way to find the answers you seek, and you're also in the position to help others and find clarity and divine wisdom to enrich and powerfully change their lives. That is such a long sentence. What did that even mean? Who wrote that? Okay. TLDR, it means... TLDR, it means... You know, don't be afraid to be alone. If, like, the choice is between being alone and being with people that are gonna bring you down. It also means if you're the person who's wise enough to do so, to cast off, like, you know, the chains that fetter you in place, you can be, like, kind of a catalyst to other people doing the same. You can have, like, the wise perspective, that advice that other people are looking for, and help others in similar positions do the same to free themselves. So, do not be hesitant in, like, helping others, you know? Once you, like, stop doing something, once you stop playing League, others need to know that your life got better, your skin improved, you got a bunch of money, you got a new car, a new job, and yeah. The alchemist usually has an aura of a mysterious and, like, magical, mystical aura, right? Essentially. Which is like me. Very magical, very mystical. But they're grounded individuals, okay? They're very scientific for mages. Most people, they do their mage... They do their little mage rituals. They sacrifice a few goats. They try out a few new potions and ingredients and stuff. And it's a little experimental in the finest sense of things blow up in the lab. The alchemists, they use a scientific method. They write things down. They use chemical reactions. Imagine understanding chemistry. Couldn't be me. So they're still grounded individuals, and they do understand on a deep level themselves and what they're trying to change. And once they understand themselves, they understand what kind of change they need throughout their life, you know? So this is a very deep Thursday we're having this time. We're not just rushing into battle anymore. We're making some changes in our lives. Well, I'm not streaming Thursday, so we're gonna see what happens. If you catch me on League anymore, you know I failed. You know I failed. Sorry, it's always League talk because that is my greatest bad addiction that I need to break. My bad habits. Get off that gacha? No, my gachas are fine. If anything, I've just been playing Neopets more than gachas lately. I've been playing Neopets, and I've been playing, like, rhythm games, so I've not been playing any gachas. I'm good. I'm a changed person. Okay, so for the last card of the week before we go to the weekend, Friday. Da-da-da-dum. This rose looks really interesting, doesn't it? It definitely looks like a garden rose you could have, but it's like one of those rose bush types. Not the kind you like pick per se. It's called the Old Blush Rose, and it's the mother. Mother. Oh, we're calling our moms on Friday. Okay. I don't think she wants to hear from me though. After I said no to her last thing, she got kind of mad at me. 1 year clean of league. You deserve a badge of honor. So, the mother Mother's Day's in May. Mother's Day's not that soon, but you think of your mom, I guess. You think about anybody that plays that role in your life. It gives you unconditional love, compassion, patience, strength, and persistence. You know, moms can do everything. It's also asking you in general to maybe look back on where you came from and strengthen your connections from where you began. Now, it doesn't have to be a family if the family's kind of toxic. I never say, yeah, think about where you came from. Sometimes you grow outside of those influences. But really just like where you started, your starting point, right? Never be too good for your humble origins, okay? Unless you were born with a silver spoon, Bill Gates child. In which case, you're just built different. This doesn't apply to you. Humble yourself a little bit more, actually. There's no past that can truly be left behind, whether good or bad. But you can learn from it, take the lessons from it that you need, and apply it to yourself in, like, the ways that perhaps a mom would, right? Maybe the mom in your life would have reminded you to do some self-care that you didn't want to do. You know? Eat a healthy meal, eat some greens, bleh, bleh. I eat fiber pills, not gonna lie. Some self-love as well. Maybe you're being too hard on yourself. Maybe you need that person that loves you regardless of you failing or succeeding in your life. You need to remind yourself of just to treat yourself better, to give yourself some lenience. And then something remains and it must be healed or absorbed in some way, I see. So this is also a little, I don't know, a little Freudian actually. A little holdover. Maybe you have some unresolved things from the past, and you need like someone's love and support to get over. The mother figure is someone who nurtures without condition, right? They love without question. They accept you for who you are. And they also know that no one is beyond needing some help. Everyone needs some sort of like extra helping strength from like just someone who believes in you. So if you have a hard Friday, it's fine. It's fine to hug it out. It's fine to find someone just to give you some validation, some positive affirmations. Okay. Saturday. I always hope for fun cards for Saturday. Oh, no, we got the priest. Oh, we're going to church. Okay. Never mind. No fun allowed on Saturday. Darn, I wanted a drink. So, we have the priest. We have this interesting flower as well. This barely looks like a rose, so it's like one of those wild roses. The rose is called a Moyas rose. And the priest obviously doesn't just mean devout things, but it means ritual in general. It means some sort of belief in whether not necessarily like a higher power, but belief that like you hold dear. You know, that's important in your life. Just, it could just be something like being a good person, having good morals, you know, supporting good VTubers. You know, doing a good thing a day, doing some good deeds, always leaving nice comments, always showing up for people. It doesn't mean community, right? Churches are places of community and promises. So it does not have to be a traditional community. It can be a VTuber community too. You should hang out on Saturday is what I'm hearing. You should come to my member stream. So, this is something where you want to remind yourself of the beliefs and the community that you hold dear to you, right? What you align with. You want to align yourself with people that hold your own beliefs as a personal truth and hold it dear as well. You want to be someone who cares for others and be part of, you know, a group that cares for you back. You also want to set aside some time and space and dedicate that time to something that you believe is worthy. Some sort of ritual you perform for your own mental health, for the good of the community, for just, you know, just to maybe reset the week. It doesn't even have to be something that like big of a deal. Let me think. Like weekly I will always like, I don't know, I always like have some time where I just like sit and catch up with some manga I like and relax, and then I'll get up and then I'll like wash my, I don't know, my kitchen, my bathroom. Something that I need to get done. Something like that. Saturdays are usually my theater days. Oh, theater? What kind of theater? Like movie theater or like performing arts theater? So this is asking you to reevaluate your current beliefs. If it's important to you, you know, resolve to stay dedicated to them. If there is something else you want to add to your ritual, maybe look into that as well. Maybe you should just play. Maybe you should just play with me. Maybe you should join my members as an orbital and play in my members stream this week. I still haven't decided what game we're gonna play, but I'll announce it soon. Telling me to call in sick to work. Wait, no, don't do that. It's a little late though. Okay, last card we got. The creator. What the? Creator of what? This is a Vix Caprice Rose. Oh my god. Actually, I've never seen a rose like this in real life. It's got like, I don't know if you can see in the drawing. It's got like stripes of white in it. It's not pure pink. It's not random either. It's like a patterned rose. Very interesting. The creator of what, though? What are we creating on Sunday? Looks like a mint. The leaves, you mean? The flower. So, this card, apparently, creator. Oh, I see. It's literally just saying be an artist. I think that was like more to the point, but like it doesn't have to be about art. It's saying like art patterns, creativity in general, imagination, and beginnings. So, let's do something fun Sunday. Let's do something that's ooh. Okay, actually no, this meaning is not that straightforward. It's not just about creating something. You see, that's why it's different than the artist. Something that may have seemed out of your control could be about to be a lot easier for you to deal with. You may even find a resolution. Better times ahead are indicated and the chance to do something meaningful. This is particularly true of work and close relationships, as they may step up their intensity and meaning in your life. Stability is also promised at the moment, but be careful of obsessions and addictions. I don't know. kind of do give into my addictions on Sundays. Not gonna lie, that's the day I'm most likely to be like, I deserve a boba, or I deserve ice cream. I deserve gaming. And then I stay up really late, and then I finish my schedule really late. But I put out my schedule this week. Okay, I did it. I did it before today. It was like 4 a.m., but I did it. The creator can make order from chaos. They know how to express themselves in ways that easily stir the hearts of others. There's a lot of different directions this card is going in. Basically, it's asking you, are you creating an authentic life for yourself? Not just anything physical. I thought it was like manifesting something physical or starting a new project, but no. This is actually just saying, are you creating the kind of space in your life that you need for like new things to begin, for you to use your imagination? Are you able to like do meaningful things, connect with others? Are you able to maintain some of the stability in your life and like find meaning in your life? This is so deep. The most like, I guess the most concrete meaning I can find for you on Sunday that might happen is if there was something out of your control, it might be solved on Sunday. You might find a solution. Other than that, it's just reminding you to live your best life on Sundays. Reminding yourself to be true to yourself. To express yourself, you know? To not compartmentalize yourself. And to just, I don't know, live your life. Live your life and find meaning in your own life. I think it's a pretty good week too, yeah, right? I think it's like looking like there isn't too many questionable moments. There is the warrior tomorrow that I'm a little concerned about. There's gonna be some kind of challenge we're gonna face. Hopefully it's not my stream. Hopefully that's not the challenge, please. So it looks like today we explored the solar eclipse. Tomorrow we're gonna be a warrior. We're gonna challenge something. Wednesday, we just take life lightly. We take it non-seriously. Remember to laugh at things. Remember not to let things get to you. On Thursday, create something. You might have to transform something. Transform something bad in your life. Move on from it and find something new. Friday, remember your roots. It's completely fine to reach out for someone's like genuine love and support in case you need it. But always be appreciative of your humble beginnings. Saturday, you want to just remind yourself of your beliefs. I don't know if that means they're gonna be tested, but just find a community in general. Community of like-minded people that you enjoy hanging out with. And then Sunday, live your best life. Live, laugh, love, YOLO. I think this is the most live, laugh, love, YOLO card is what I'm hearing. Do you see what I mean? Are you creating an authentic life? What do you need to do or not do to achieve this? That's like the slight old lady reading that I kind of meant. These two especially, the priest card and that card. The challenge is short chat during karaoke. No, it's gonna be archived though. Wine Mom deck is like playing on easy mode. Yeah, for sure. There's no negative meanings. This is all about like connecting to life in a more meaningful way. It's all about approaching life in like with just like a little bit of help. You know, it's like one of those like diaries that like they like to do when they journal and they write like a little reflection for their day. They write like, today I did this, this, and this, and then you reflect on it and you're like, I think it means I should remember to appreciate the little things in life. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for what life has handed me. Blah 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 blah. It's got that kind of reading, but it does mean it's a pretty positive reading overall, you know. It's not a bad thing to have a breather and have a good week, right? It's not We'll take that. We'll take that after a couple of hard weeks. I'm looking forward to it. Yay! Yay. Okay. Now, while I position these towards me, because I need to take a picture for social media, I will go over my schedule in case you haven't seen it this week. I'm gonna be streaming quite a few times. I'm gonna be streaming lots of new things. It'll be fun. So today we got hand cams back, but also I do have a couple things I would like to add to Mondays so that we have like more fun readings. Even though it's like a kind of a comfy Zatsu kind of day for me and for anyone who like drops by, I do have something that would kind of make it kind of like silly. But I kind of need to unleash it. I need a good opportunity to unleash it. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. It doesn't mean I have to buy things though. It doesn't mean I have to buy something. So that's Monday. On Tuesday, that's tomorrow, I'm going to be doing shonen anime karaoke. I have a list. I will practice as much as I can tomorrow. I feel like I'm not going to be as familiar with some just because I kind of had to schedule it kind of soon. So in case any members mentioned like any songs for me yesterday, I can only include a couple that I learned in time. Let's see. On Wednesday, Balacho. If it's fun, if I get to do this like more often and people look forward to it, I would love to do like a regular thing once a week, like deck building once, or like roguelites, or just like something silly or similar if we can't find anything like that. But I have so many games like that right now. And if I really struggle, you guys have to backseat me a little bit, okay? Just a tad, just a teeny bit. I'm gonna work hard to figure it out myself. And it's not like they're gonna be that hard, I don't think. But yeah. No helpers, what? Okay, no spoilers. No spoilers, but you can give me a hint if I'm stuck, you know? And sometimes these games, they don't tell you, you know? They're just gonna like figure it out yourself. Figure out the combo yourself. I never would have figured out some Slay the Spire stuff by myself if people didn't like tell me. Some people were just like, Meimi, you know, like this is how you play monk. I'm like, what? What? It's not the monk, but the monk person, the watcher? Yeah. Those combos are so hard to understand. They're so hard. Maybe one day if I level up, I can play Darkest Dungeon. You guys wanna be part of my Darkest Dungeon run? You guys can't be mad if you get killed though. I'm not very good at these kinds of games. Slay the Spire. Not this week. I'm gonna play Balacho. I'm gonna play Balacho, different deck builder, but it'll be fun. I've heard I would like it if I like Slay the Spire, and I do like Slay the Spire, so that's like the thing. Yeah, I wanna play Darkest Dungeon, but like, you know, I have to level up. I have to level up so that I can eventually tackle it. To die because I misplay? I will absolutely misplay. I heard there was a Darkest Dungeon like crowd control feature that you can do if you want to like name yourself. Like that's why I was pretty interested. It would be really fun if you guys can just like name yourselves or something like that. I haven't really played, so I don't know how the integration works. Regular card game looking one? Yeah. The poker one. The roguelike deck builder poker one, right? Is that what it is? It was highly recommended. Yeah, more than fair. There's no guarantees in survival. If I named myself in that game, I'm pretty sure I would kill myself first. It's not about playing favorites. It's about surviving. We'll see how far I get eventually. And also Friday, Monster Hunter, finally. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of obvious. I feel like it was kind of obvious because I gave it away like way earlier. But we got perms to finally play. I do have to be a bit careful with my Capcom perms. But I'm so excited. Okay, so Monster Hunter. I had to put on Friday because I probably will play a really long time. I've never played a short session of Monster Hunter. Like, and the annoying part is I'm gonna have to go through the beginning all over again. Ugh. I have beaten like the Great Baggies how many times? It's getting kind of old. I want to make a guild, and I want to set it up so mages can join. I do know that like I can set a guild. You guys have to like find the guild I named. I guess I'll just name it like, I don't know, Majokko Meimi's Mages or something like very obvious. There's no other accidental guild with the same name. And then I'll try and do it so that like if I need anyone to hop on, I'll leave the code in members chat first. You know, to give priority, and then we can still cycle out if there's like, I don't know how many people actually are in a position where they can play or carry in Monster Hunter Rise on the Steam version. Steam specific, not the Switch. But I would love for more people to come. Oh, Hakuro! You have initiated a new mage orb. Welcome to the orbicals. welcome. You want to play Monster Hunter? Let's go! Let's go! Imagine joining the wrong Majokko Meimi clan. That's what I'm saying. Surely there can't be another. I am also playing member games on Saturday. I'm thinking so. Okay, I'm having a two-parter. So the first part is going to be games. We might do something simple. We might do something simple like Fall Guys or whatever, Saturday night. And then at the very end, I'll do a separate stream for tier 3, and it'll just be messing around with ASMR settings. I just want to like experiment a little bit for tier 3 orbicals. Adorbicals. But don't worry, you guys will get ASMR soon for public viewing. Non-member viewing will be open soon, but members know. If you were there yesterday, members know the really funny prompt that got voted to win, and I gave a little sample of it. It's very silly. I'm excited. No leaking it, okay? No leaking it. Are we actually gonna do that prompt? I wanna do that prompt. It's such a funny prompt. Did you guys not like that prompt, huh? You guys voted for it. The new audio equipment, so it's shipped, but like, here's the thing. The tracking has not updated, and when it has not updated, it does not tell me when it's going to come. So I'm hoping it'll come, like, surely it'll come by Saturday, right? Surely it'll come by Saturday. I bought it last week. But if not, I mean, I still have my other mic. Not a whole loss. But it'll be soon. Definitely. Yeah. You have to sign up for it? What do you mean? Sign up for what? Knock on wood? Yeah, knock on wood. Oh, to sign for the, like, package? No. It's just that, tracking hasn't updated. And when tracking doesn't update, I worry a little bit. But you know, sometimes the tracking, like, doesn't update. It's out for delivery. It's at your door, like, in 2 days. So that might be the case. Soon. Yeah, so I've talked about a little bit, but I've never really explained, I guess, how I do things. It's I really like ASMR that's like RP driven. I really like ad-libbing. I did not get a 3DO. It's not a 3DO, so I don't particularly want to focus on things like ear cleaning and stuff. Especially because I feel like other PK girls are already really good at that. I think my strength lies in like voice acting and kind of like making up scenarios and like writing scripts and stuff like that. So I hope to offer a very unique ASMR experience. And I also really like triggers. I definitely have a lot of triggers lying around my house. So If it works out well, I'll buy more. But I don't know what sounds good yet, so we'll have to see. So it'll be good. So it's kind of a silly prompt for the first one, but I don't know. I like the silly ones the most. They're like engaging. I can do a couple normal ones in between. You know, there's like always like the classics, you know, like the cranial nerve exam, for example, or the doctor checkup, or what else do I like? The haircut. You know, those are always good ones to fall back on. But I always want to experiment with like the kooky role plays. That you got captured by a vampire or something. I'm glad you like my ASMR shorts though. Yeah, that's mostly me experimenting with triggers. I definitely don't mind like just doing a triggers only video too occasionally. If it works out well, I want to do a lot of regular ASMR anyway, so it's not like I can always like pull out a roleplay out of my back pocket. So there's definitely gonna be times where we can just do what I've been doing in shorts, just like little things. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be trigger experimenting first for tier 3 this Saturday night after our gaming session. What I'll do is tier 3s can stay and I'll raid everyone else into another stream. But it's not like you're gonna get that much of a delay. I'll try and show it soon. It's not like a mean ASMR, okay? Gosh, it'll be a bit sassy. That is my trademark, I think. I'm good at sassy. I'm not gonna be mean to you unless you want me to be mean. I can pull out the frying pan. That seems to work well with Lethe, right? One way to get you to fall asleep. And then yeah, members will also get like first priority in voting in the future roleplays as well. They already voted, okay? That's the thing. This is the thing. They already voted yesterday, so I'm gonna go with it. If you didn't mean that to go through, you shouldn't have voted for it. You're gonna like it, and you're gonna get it whether you like it or not. Mimi teasing ASMR RP? What am I teasing you for? I feel like I'm teasing you in every roleplay I do. I don't know. I mean, okay, not to leak, but like members that were there yesterday, you already know, right? Yeah, like you were there actually. You know, I already like tease. Not in a mean way. You can still relax to it. I'm not gonna make fun of you. I wasn't making fun of you, right? It was just a little silly. We just did a little goof, a little gaff. a little out there, but I'm gonna add a lot more like relaxing moments in between. There's no limit to teasing. You guys want to be teased? Oh, okay. Okay, we can do some of that. I don't want anyone to be like coming in and then all of a sudden they hear a sassy girl talking about their bad FPS skills and they go crying away from my role plays forever after that. Okay, so that was Merchant Talk for today. I hope you guys had a good Monday. I hope you had a good solar eclipse. Is she still streaming? Please tell me she's still streaming because I didn't get a chance to say happy birthday on stream yet. It's She's birthday for those of you who don't know. I think you all know, but you guys should know. Oh, she is still streaming. Okay, let's go. Okay, we can raid her. Good. I'm not too late. Thank God. I need to get her plushie. Okay, get her plushie. While you're at the checkout, if you haven't seen her acrylic stands, a Meimi acrylic stand would do really well next to the plushie. I don't know. I'm just saying. Kind of cute, right? Acrylic stand, poster, badge. Just type in Ephemira, see what comes up. You can save on shipping by getting your plushie in the same delivery. Wait, no. We're gonna be called plushie, right? Okay, so she. I'm spelling it right. It's hard to type with. It's hard to type. Okay, plushie, right? But like that. I still haven't saw her merch set. Her last one or this one? What do you mean? Oh, you mean you haven't seen it? It's super, super cute if you guys haven't seen it. So we're all gonna say happy birthday. Do plushie read and then do happy birthday afterwards, okay? And maybe I can... I don't know what she's doing right now because obviously I'm streaming, but maybe I can say hi to her and give her her wishes. Her best of wishes on stream as well. Okay. Awesome, Meimi! Awesome, Meimi! Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming out today. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for sharing your life struggles and how relatable that first reading was. Very relatable. But you know, sometimes the cards need to give us a little bit of a wake-up call. You know? It's not a death flag. It was, in fact, encouraging. It was saying don't be down on yourself, right? So let's all have a good week. That's Meimi! Majokko Meimi.